Sorry.
Alright, so. Oh shit, not what I needed. Alright, so, to begin this campaign, I must tell you a little bit about Nitra, and a little bit about the town that you are going to. So, Nitra is a world that sits between the domains of life and death, filled with mortals and beasts, monsters and gods, all who walk alongside each other to accomplish much, or accomplish little in the wheel that is fate. Those who die here are torn asunder, either to rebirth to fight alongside the Big Five, or into the Eternal Watchers to forever serve and protect the living from the chaos along this world's borders. Many species cover the vast expanse of the land in Nitra, from the small goblin to the large Goliath and minotaurs. The lands many settle, such as the dwarves, elves, humans, and orcs, with a few of the other not widely known species creating towns and cities along its crest. You guys are currently on a merchant escort mission. The little guy that you see now is Merchant Philip. That is who you are escorting. You have been tasked to escort this merchant from one of the bigger cities of the human realm. He, currently, outside of U4, has also 4 guards of his own. He has 2 dwarves and 2 humans. Your task was to get him to a town called Gilderan. This town sits between 2 different sets of mountains. The mountains of the Dwarven Kingdom and the mountains of the land of eternal snow. It has the perfect temperature for crops year-round, including those of rare variety. This town, however, is populated by orcs. These are not your normal orcs, for they seem far more intelligent and far more cultured than the ones that you know. Near this town, however, is a witch. She creates potions for gold and other services. Many of the shop owners here used to be adventurers that traveled the world, acting as mercenaries or bodyguards for wealthy lords and ladies, and then returning to this town to share their wealth. From what grew a small orc village to a more human/orc town may confuse the normal person such as yourself and the guards, but to those who fought alongside them, it was another home to stay and rest. I will now leave the starting of the conversation to you all. How do you want to start this?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I know, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking hard.
If you want, I can
say anything. I'm a strong silent type.
Yeah, we shall start at night, shall we?
I am the loud one.
You are the loud one.
I quite literally am the loud one.
I will say
I'm like the nerd.
Yeah. I will say, I guess to kind of get the conversation a little starting, is that it is currently nighttime. You see above you a cloudless sky with a half moon covering the ground. Sitting next to you is Devo, Ormir, Hanwin, and Roger. Also, between all of you all, is Merchant Philip, the one who started or contracted you guys to protect his caravan and his 4 guards from any your extra muscle, basically.
Oh, alright, I got something perfect then.
Come friends, come close to the fire. It's a cold night tonight. Yet such a beautiful sky, don't you all agree?
I suppose.
I would
Roger's like,
oh, go ahead.
Roger's like egging everybody on to get close to the fire so they don't get cold.
I would say it is a bit of a cold night, but we are rather warm today. It is a bit chilly. It is getting close to winter, I shall say.
Guardsmen, come join us near the fire. I bet you guys are cold as well, aren't you?
You will see as the guards, you have been traveling with them for the past 3 weeks now. You all know each other quite well. You know the two dwarves especially. The two human guards, they don't seem to be able to say much of anything. They're quiet, they keep to themselves, they don't really do much. But the dwarf guards, however, do take you up on that offer and come to you.
Welcome, friends, welcome.
Oi. That might as well be a little bit warm, but I'll keep a good eye.
Shall we all? We all have one person to protect, don't we?
I suppose so.
Yeah, we do.
Being warm before a battle shall at least make things much easier.
We do have at least a few more hours before the town. We could leave now, or we could rest until morning, depending on what my guards wish to do.
Everybody seems quite lively. I say we leave now.
I agree with my fellow paladin.
We've plenty of strength.
All right.
Forth to the town we go.
Alrighty then, we shall go. You can see as all of you, including the guards, start to wander out now to start going to the town. You start following them as the human guards lead the way, with the dwarf guards close beside Philip.
Roger would be the last person to leave as he's safely trying to put out the fire so it can spread.
You go ahead. You go ahead of me.
I'll stay back.
It's not good for me to be in front. I'm not very tanky.
I'm just watching our backs.
Okay. So there's no enemies.
Oh, I'm actually gonna do something really goofy. I'm gonna. How many feet? I'm gonna
How many
teleport
matters
30
right now?
feet first. And then start walking over to town.
So the astral plane, huh? How long have you been there?
Hard to say.
Last I remember, you were gone for 80 years.
Has it really been that long?
Just about.
Doesn't feel like it.
You will see.
I'm sure it wouldn't.
Oh,
I
go
must
ahead.
be altered for you there.
Yeah, something along those lines.
You will see as you enter this dark town, there are street lamps and stuff like that that dot around it, giving light to what would be a pitch black town. You see cobblestone and a lot of buildings. You see to your right, you see a church. To your left, you see another building that seems to hold a blacksmith sign upon it. Further in front of you, you see a sign that clearly states a butchery. A butchery. And you notice as there seems to be a singular orc guard in the center next to the fountain. It starts to make his way toward you. Let me do a little thing here.
Hello, my orc friend.
Ooh, give me a minute. I'm gonna do this.
Hey, what are you doing here? What is your purpose?
Me and my party are just escorting this merchantman, as you see here, right here, Merchant Philip, into this town, and everyone else around us is here to protect him, that's all.
Goods to sell, people to protect. Usual business.
We don't really,
Right.
we don't really have What is it? We don't really have places for you to sneak, Mr. Fee. If anything, you can rest in the church until daybreak. But we don't have anything for visitors. Just... If you had been here in the morning, your merchant would have been able to receive you, get your wares, and then send you on.
We can wait till morning.
Do we at least do you guys at least have anything for us to keep warm, such as blankets?
Do not
A towel,
worry.
maybe, if that's okay.
Do not worry. The church is quite warm. There will be no bother in being able to stay warm in this quite chilly night.
You will see as he
As it is,
walks.
it is.
Yes, you will see as he walks back to where he was originally at the fountain.
Ooh, got out of that one without any issue.
Did you expect that we were supposed to fight?
You never know when the next battle might be lurking.
As true as that may be, I doubt that we could get into any fights of it right now.
As long as we aren't hostile,
Something
I
I do
doubt anything will happen.
advise.
If we're going to stay
Just play
here, you
warm and-
might as well close the door. You will also see that within the church there are 2 braziers by the altar. They seem to be able to keep the area warm, at least roughly sitting around 15, well not 15, roughly around 60 to 70 degrees in here.
I'm gonna walk around the town.
Stay
All right.
Before I rest, I would like to walk around the town.
Okay.
Also, we got overlapping music right now.
Oh yeah,
We
we
have, like,
do.
two
I
musics playing.
forgot about that. Let me turn that off. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
For those of
I
you-
want to get a lay of the land.
Okay. So, what I learned a little bit, I'm going to do 2 things. This will be happening at the same time that stuff in the church is happening. So, we'll start with the church first, and then in the same instance of everything that's happening in the church, will also be in the same instance that you are walking around town. So, in the church, you will see that the guards kind of position themselves to be closest to the doors. One of the guards, especially the dwarf guard, Fringril, he will be near Merchant Philip as they start to pad up the benches of the churches with bedrolls and the like to make them a bit more comfortable.
I'd probably sleep on the floor. I don't think the church's fair would even support me.
You can see, and I will say it can support you because you will see that these benches are made out of good oak wood. They seem to.
Not
They
even
are
that, I
about.
just don't think they're big enough.
Probably not. I don't think they would be big enough for you because they are 3 inches thick, but they are about 2 foot wide benches. Given your big frame, I do not believe that they would be strong enough, or not strong enough. I don't think they would be big enough for you to currently hold.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sleep on the floor for more comfortability.
This bench seems perfect for me because I'm quite small and frail.
What is Steve-O doing sleeping in the corner?
Don't worry about it.
Why are you over here?
Don't worry about it.
In that same instance, I will say that the 2 human guards you see seem to almost pass out instantly the moment they lay their heads upon their bedrolls and their sleeping bags and stuff upon these benches. The dwarf guards, however, especially Dwinir and Fringril, they seem to be a little alert, making sure to stay up, possibly doing a night shift.
Yeah, I was gonna stay up until my paladin buddy gets back into the building.
I will say, in that same instance, Ermir, how would you like to explore this town?
I am going to just casually walk around the perimeter of the town and just see what's around, get a lay of the land, understand where I'm at, know what's going on here. You'd probably see me pass by the windows of the church as I'm just going down the sides. Just taking a nice little stroll.
You'll see as you are currently walking by what seems to be a bakery. You can smell slightly and even look through the windows in a very dark room with some light. You can see some bread and stuff like that sitting out.
I'm gonna keep going. Take note of that.
As you pass by what seems to be a little stall area with a grate in the middle, you will see two orcs kind of just chatting with each other. But like the moment they see you, they seem to pack up whatever they have and kind of disappear in a way. They seem to just completely disappear.
When I was over to the side before they saw me, was I able to overhear anything they were saying?
I would say that in the moment before you were able to walk across and be visible to them, you would have overheard them talking about the graveyard.
Okay.
But after that, you would have just heard snippets of, "We don't go to the graveyard. Bad omens there." And then the moment they see you, they would have packed up and left without saying another word.
Interesting. Okay. I keep going. I assume there's nothing of note in this area.
No, there doesn't seem to be anything of note. It's just that where the merchants used to be, you'll see that one of them held many a weapon and the other seemed to hold food.
Okay.
As you are currently walking by, you will see a sign that seems to be that of a magic shop, shall we say. You're unsure as to what the sign is really entailing, as it just shows a pentagram. But that is all that you see. The windows are darkened, they are covered. I believe they should be covered.
The doors are locked.
Yes. You go to reach for the handle and you jimmy it a little bit, but it is securely locked.
This shop has piqued my interest.
I would like for you to roll a perception check for me.
Oh, sweet. Perception. What did I get?
Got 12.
So, yeah, so you don't have to worry about that, because as you can see on the chat message, it includes your perception and all that stuff from your thing into here, so you got a 14.
Yeah.
With a 14, you can't quite make it out, but you do hear slight murmuring, as if somebody is in here.
I would like to knock on the door.
You knock on the door, but you don't hear any response. The murmuring is still happening, but it seems that whoever is inside here has just completely ignored the door.
Is this a single-story building, or is there multiple stories?
This is a single-story building, and you can see outside of it you have two crates and two lanterns that adorn that side of the building.
I would like to climb up on the roof.
I would like you to give me a dexterity check, please.
It doesn't matter that I have a climbing speed?
Oh, what is your climbing speed?
30 feet. I am a tabaxi.
Then I would say with a climbing speed, just know that I'm not like too much well known into this. I would say that you are able to climb up onto the roof.
Cool. All right.
With that, since you are now on the roof, you do not see anything on the top of the roof that would indicate you could be able to get into the building. It is just a shingled roof that is in the shape of a triangle.
Okay. Then I'm gonna climb down if there's nothing up there and keep going.
Okay. As you walk forward, I would like you to give me another perception check. At disadvantage. Wait, do you have dark sight?
I have dark vision, yeah.
Okay, then just give me a straight perception check. Damn, another 14. With a 14, you are able to see an orc hidden slightly away in the graveyard. He seems to be next to an open grave, but he seems a little nervous for some reason. He's confused and nervous, and he seems to be standing over an open grave. He looks into it, but then shakes his head and then just stands guard after that.
Bad omens. Okay. I'm just gonna keep walking forward.
As you
Where's the
get...
Is this the entrance? Yeah, this is the entrance right here.
As you get to the gate, he screams out to you. You cannot pass. This is the graveyard of our dead. Unknowns who are not of our village are not allowed in here.
Okay. I heard that there was bad omens in this graveyard. What for?
There are no bad omens, just empty graves seem to have been appearing, such as this one. We are standing watch. I am standing watch. Grimlish stands watch.
Okay. If he mentions empty graves to me, does this like ping anything for me? Does this kind of feel off?
I would say something does feel a little off. I would like you to make an insight check on him.
Okay. Shit.
With a 6.
I haven't interacted with anyone in a while. I haven't interacted with people in a while.
With a 6,
It's
he
been 80 years.
seems...
As he's been informed.
He seems to be telling you all that he knows. He doesn't seem to be withholding any information at all.
I can see
Okay.
anything. Time to reload.
Well, if anything does happen, I am a paladin of the god of death. Should you need my services?
There's two of them.
We had a priest of Eris once pass by. He could not figure out what happened, but if you can do something different, then it will be of great help. But for now, I am stand watch. No winter.
Okay. I would like to cast a spell.
Okay, what would you
I
like
would
to
use
cast?
Divine Sense.
Explain to me what Divine Sense does. I know what it does, but just give me the basis of it.
I, as an action, open my awareness to detect forces until the end of my turn, or for 10 minutes, is another description for it. I can detect the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover, and I know the specific type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its specific identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Okay. Is there anything that blocks the spell or limits it in any way?
Only if it's, like, behind a wall.
Okay.
I can only detect things that are within like my line of sight or that are like behind like half cover.
Okay, I believe. Okay. With that, you can detect that the vast majority of this grave site, of this graveyard, has been desecrated, such as this tomb. Oh shit! This tomb here, this tomb here, and this tomb here seem to have been desecrated. You can feel that there are nothing in them.
Okay. How many empty graves have you found?
Oh, just 3 so far. There were
Which ones?
well, it was this one here, and then these 2 over here, right in between me, or right next to me. It was these 2.
Okay.
They used to hold one of the these 3 held the Dragonborn that used to fight alongside our ancestors that got buried here.
From what I can tell, you have a very large issue. Your ground here is not consecrated. In fact, it has been desecrated.
Yes, that is what the other priest said. He said that it was desecrated, and then he did a ritual. He stood close to where I am right now. He stood next to the statue, in front of the statue, and he did a ritual for the dead.
A ritual for the dead?
Yes, he did. I don't know, he was speaking in tongues or whatever it was. It was a weird ritual. Only I was allowed here because, I stand guard of the dead. Everyone else must stay away, and I could not look at ritual. I must look away from it. No. He told me that if I look at ritual goes bad.
Okay. Are you able to recall anything that he said during the ritual?
No. I don't recall too much. Grimlash, not too smart with magic thingies.
Okay. At this moment, I would like to search my mind if my religion has any rituals of the kind he described. For its purpose.
I would like you to make me a religion check.
I unfortunately have a +0 to religion, even though I'm a paladin. So
Yo, you got this. Trust.
I got a -3 to my hand, dude.
You got okay, so with an 8, it's just on the tip of your tongue. You feel like you should know, but you're not entirely certain. There's a lot of religions that deal with the dead, especially with Arius. There's even some of the other gods that also deal with their own dead in certain ways, but you're not sure which one this could have been.
Okay, I'll keep this in mind, and I'll move on. I'll just say sorry to have taken your time, sir. Have a good night.
No problem. Grimlosh, watch graves.
I love them already.
And I'm just gonna keep strolling about.
With where you are currently, I would say give me a perception roll.
Okay. I tried to put it in my hotbar and it didn't work, which is unfortunate.
Oh, that is unfortunate. That's actually a good idea.
Where is it? There it is. Perception.
How would you make it a perception roll, anyways? I'm guessing
18. There we go. Finally.
With an 18, you do see an orc in this. He seems to be messing around with potions and reading a book currently.
Okay. I would like to go up to his door and give it just a good knock.
With that, you knock on the door, you hear some shuffling, and you hear a voice coming in from behind the door. Who is it?
I'm a paladin of Arius. I've come to ask you some questions.
You see as he opens one door, but he stands in the doorway. Arius, eh? The, god of, dead thingies, right?
That would be the one.
What you need?
I was speaking with your gravekeeper.
Oh,
He
Grimlosh.
told me that a priest had come around claiming to be of my persuasion.
Oh, yeah. I believe he called himself Guilus. He was he was a dragonborn fellow. It said that his ancestors used to fight alongside ours.
Okay. And did this Guilus, did he seem off in any way?
As off as any other species is, apart from us orcs, Had his tail twitches a little, But not really sneaky. He was quite clumsy. Quite loud in certain things when you got him a bit drunk. Not really talkative, though.
Did he have any energy or an aura to him, a sinister one?
He was a little uncomfortable to be around. He just... Oh no, he smelled of the dead thingies. He smelled of our dead ancestors a wee bit.
And if you don't mind my asking too many questions, did he seem a little too interested in your graves?
Not at first. He didn't really care too much for the graves. He was just in here in the magic shop, just acquiring about potions of healing and some scrolls that deal with resurrection.
Resurrection?
Yeah. We don't really do too much. Well, I don't deal too much with anything of that magic-y type. I deal with my potions. But if anything, you're gonna have to ask the magic man over there, who I have currently forgotten the name of. Give me one moment. He's my good old buddy. I've known him for a good 50 years. Fringrel. You're gonna have to ask Fringrel about that, but I don't think you'd be able to ask him tonight.
Bro's known him for 50 years, Bro known him for 50 years and he forgot his name.
Did you say his name was Finril?
DM forgotten name. Shut up. You have to ask Fringrel.
Finril?
Fringrel. Yeah. F-R-I-N-G-R-U-L. Fringrel. Now I've known that lad for a good 50 years. Known him when he was born. I'm quite old. I'm 110. Quite old for an orc, I would say, but, with my potions, I've stayed alive for quite a while.
That's wonderful.
I
attempted to speak with this friend of yours. He seems to have closed his doors for the night.
Oh, yes, he's doing his normal magic-y stuff. He recently came into possession of a spider egg from the witch to the east.
Really?
Yeah, he paid a hefty sum, 50 gold for it, he said.
50 gold? What kind of spider does it belong to?
I'm not entirely sure. If you want to know about what kind of spider it is, you're gonna have to ask the witch to the east. I don't really know her name, only Fringrel has met her.
Did you see the egg?
I did. It was quite large. It was about as big as my cauldron.
That is a large spider.
You see as he backs away a little bit, just enough to allow you insight of a cauldron off to the side. And then he returns back into the door frame.
That is a large spider.
Yeah, it's not a spider. It's more of an egg. It's a very large egg.
Grow large. I'm certain it'll grow very large.
Oh, yes. Yeah, this is his 5th egg she's gotten from her. The other 4 seem to have been destroyed in his little magic-y thingies.
Interesting. Well, my good sir, I hate to take up too much more of your time.
Oh, no, it's fine. I needed to turn in anyway. You see as he starts to turn around and close the door behind him as he then moves around in the house.
All right. I keep moving.
Hey,
What's going on?
Ermir.
What do you mean?
Have you learned anything?
There's a couple things. I have to talk with the other paladin. There's the
Okay.
graveyard, which is said to be a bad omen by some of the locals that, once they saw me, immediately shuffled off. There's the magic shop that has a pentagram over in the back of my site here. And that's all closed up. Apparently some magic man or whatever is there doing hocus pocus with a large
Oh.
spider egg.
Ooh, spider egg. Okay.
As large as cauldron. He had bought 4 other ones, and they all mysteriously were broken.
That is weird. Did you want to learn more, or are we packing up?
I only have a couple
Right.
more locations to see, and then I'll be there.
Okay.
You
I
should
can
head back
come
to
with you
church.
if you. Can I accompany you?
Yeah. May I go outside to try to look for a bathroom? Because it looks like there's no bathroom in the in the church. I don't want to piss in the corner.
Yes, you can go out of the church to find a bathroom. Thivo, what are you currently doing in the corner of this church?
Pissing.
Piss it.
He's pissing in the
Pissing.
All right. You are currently pissing on the church's floor. You notice that where you currently are in that corner, there's a grate next to the pillar that leads into the sewer system. This seems to be the designated piss area of the church. Oi, what are you doing out here in the night?
I'm trying to look for a bathroom, my good friend. Is there any shops that are open where I can take a leak? Maybe a corner?
Besides the one in the houses, I'd have to say you could go into the piss grate down that way, and he points off into the area over here.
Over where?
Over here.
Oh, okay. You just have a town that you just have a spot where it just smells like piss?
Not really smells like piss. That's the merchant area. You know, a lot of like piss and shit, especially from the donkeys and the horses go down that drain. It's just that, you know, we haven't really brought in the masonry and the carpenter to technically work out our plumbing system currently.
Oh, I'm so
It's a bit of a
sorry.
wax. No,
That
it's fine.
kind of sucks.
As long as you buy the fountain here, as he points behind him, you know, it doesn't smell so bad.
That should we maybe find some better solution for your plumbing problems, my friend?
No, we have all the pipes and stuff along the underneath of the town. It's just, we haven't really figured out how to install the toilets. Because this is a medieval fantasy, so there wouldn't be normal toilets. I hope you know that. There would be like latrines and stuff like that.
Outhouse, yeah.
Right? They would have outhouse.
He was more. Roger was more so like alluding to the fact that like there are some animals that take up liquids or like weird liquids and just do it willingly. So
Yeah.
that's what he's referring to.
But if you need,
As a substitute like plumbing problem before the actual plumbers can put a plumbing system in.
but you know, we do have that grey, or like I do. You know, my name's Grimlish. All right. I usually just go out into the forest and then just take a little leak or do a little poo and then I'll just come back to my spot here and wash my hands in the fountain.
You know that it's kind of late at night. I don't think I should go to the forest. I still have a merchant to protect, my friend.
Oh, no, we don't really
I think I'll
have
just-
much
I'll
in the
just go.
forest. Probably the odd wolf or bear, but not too much.
It's still too far for my liking away from my friend Philip over there in the church.
Okay. Well, there is the grate
I'll
over
just-
there.
I'll go use the grate.
All right.
Thank you, then. He just like teleports away.
You don't have
He
that.
teleports away like 30 feet away, and then he starts walking over.
Like, I need to get away from this conversation.
No, he's more concerned because I'm like, what? Is there a door here?
I think it's
No.
open.
Just go through.
Open.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
DM.
I would say yes.
Has my divine sense gone off even once in the little time I've been walking around since the graveyard?
I will say this before we continue too much. So, would full cover also amount to underground? Would you be able to sense anything underground? Is my question.
No, it has to be
No.
things that he sees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So
currently
if there
no.
were
but
anybody in the grave, he couldn't see those. Unless he
Okay.
can actually see the
So
grave.
long as it's within a radius, what I can see right now with the shadows and if I peer through the window, I would be able to sense through that window and anything else.
No, you currently have not sensed anything out of the ordinary besides that of the graveyard.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna keep walking.
I would also say a little bit in the instance that you guys were standing where you were having a conversation, you would have heard, slightly heard Roger talking to
Roger.
Grimlish.
Okay.
Okay. He's over there. We'll talk to him later.
I would
I was
like
curious about the
you.
building.
I would like you. So, who's gonna make the perception check? Both of you, or just one of you?
Andy, what's your perception?
Actually, I'll
I'll
just
help you out.
stay over at the grate because I think it'd be funnier.
I have a
Just taking the
+4
longest
to-
piss known to man.
Yeah, no, I'll just help you out.
Well, I started walking.
All
I
right,
started
so,
walking back, but, I
if
just think
you're-
it'd be way funnier to wait for those guys to be done, and then we meet up.
Yeah. So I would say, Honwin, if you're gonna do perception, if Ermir is helping you with that perception, you are able to do it at advantage.
Hmm. Okay. How do I roll it with advantage? Let's just say it.
You just click on perception in your character sheet and you'll just
Oh.
roll it with advantage and click on the thing.
Oh. Oh.
You have a 20 for perception. You instantly notice this little tinkering orc that seems to be working on a very complex device. I would like you to make me a what should I make you roll? What can you currently roll for stuff like that? I'd like you to make me an insight check if you can.
Okay. Is it just normal? No advantage?
Yeah, just normal. Because
I
Ermir
can't
is
help you
not.
with that.
Yeah, Ermir's not seeing this.
I'd probably see it. I just wouldn't be able to help him.
With an 11, you're not exactly sure as to what he's making, but it seems to be that of a bomb. You're not sure what type of bomb or how strong this bomb would be.
I see.
But he seems very
knock on the door?
dedicated to working on it. Yes, you may. You will knock on the door, and you will still hear the clamoring of tools and stuff as whoever is in here seems to be so focused on their work that all they hear is what they're doing.
Hmm. Well, it perhaps may be open in the daytime. We'll come back later, maybe. Ermir, do you think that this place will be open in the morning?
I would assume so.
Okay. Then I will come back here when he is open to inquiry him about what he is building.
Mm-hmm. And I would say you continue on. In the instance of where you are now, you will see a sign of a blacksmith. It is of a hammer and anvil. I would like both of you to make me a perception check. I would say both of you are able to hear. Well, I would say that Ermir, you're able to hear this first. You don't even have to get close to the door, but you hear the incessant pounding of a hammer on an anvil. And you would point it out to Hanwin, who starts to hear it shortly after.
Clanging of metal.
Sounds like someone's hard at work in there.
Only one way to find out. And I'm gonna knock on the door.
In the instance that you knock on the door, you will hear the clanging stop for a moment, as if to make sure that he heard right.
I'll knock again.
In the instance that you knock again, you start to hear footsteps appear as the door opens to a very old orc.
Hello, sir. I'm the paladin of Arius. I've come to ask you some questions.
Arius, what would a paladin of the dead to be here in my shop?
I've been speaking to some of your fellow townsfolk. I'm sorry to have interrupted you so late at work.
Oh, it's fine. Actually, I needed to go to sleep anyway. Got a long day tomorrow.
Make sure you don't overwork yourself. You wouldn't want to end up in the hands of my god soon.
Yeah, that'd be a blessing in disguise, honestly.
I would like to ask you some questions about the priest that came through here recently.
Make me an insight check, both of you.
Okay.
I haven't spoken to humans in so long.
Your insight, golly. Hanwin.
It's been 80 years.
Hanwin notices that. Oh, what? Go ahead.
So I'm done pissing, and I'm walking back to the church. Would I notice these two?
Yes, where you are currently, since the church is right across from the blacksmith shop, I would say you instantly notice that they are there. You probably would have noticed it by the time you were walking close to the fountain.
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to surprise them, but they can hear me walking up from behind. I can't hear the conversation yet, though.
Yeah. I would say, with the rolls that you two made, Hanwin, you are the only one that notices this, as Ermir has spent way too long outside of human contact. You notice that at the mention of... What is it that you asked again?
The priest?
At the mention of the priest, you can see that he starts to kind of grip his hammer a little bit tighter, as his expression changes just for a split second to that of slight anger back to normal.
Forgive me for asking me this, sir, but would you happen to know who this priest is?
Oh, I know the priest. He did a ritual over in the graveyard. He shouldn't have. He defiled our ancestors with that foul ritual.
What kind of ritual, my friend?
Who in the fuck are you?
I jump. I straight up jump.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm so sorry, friends, for scaring you like this. But a ritual of the dead?
Yes, there was a priest that came through here claiming to be that of one of Arius. He did a ritual which no one was allowed to see, and now the 3 bodies that he had done the ritual on are desecrated.
That doesn't sound right.
Their tombs, I should say. Their corpses are gone.
Yes.
Sounds like something of resurrection. At least that's something I assume.
No.
According to
He did
the
ritual
alchemist over there.
and body gone. He did the ritual, and when we checked to honor our dead the next day, they were gone.
Yes, I had heard from the alchemist that he had taken a keen interest in resurrection scrolls from the magic shop.
Yes, Fringrul did not sell him any resurrection for fear of what they can do.
Now,
Uma, do you perhaps know whose this priest's name is? I know you haven't been around for a while, but maybe I have a chance of helping out who this person is.
I was told his name was Gaius. Would you happen to know this ritual that he did? I couldn't quite figure.
Not one that I can think of. Granted, I'm never one keen of resurrecting the dead. I still wish that those friends that have
He said
that
he was
have not been
Mason.
dialed should.
Or Roger, give me a religion check at the name of Gaius.
Check.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I would say you have been alive long enough to hear a lot of the names from the different orders and cults of
Right.
Arius.
Should I do it at advantage or no?
Yeah, you know what? I would say advantage, yes, because of how old
Right.
you have been.
Yeah.
You have so much. Yeah.
I would also, I mean, if not for advantage for that, I would probably try and help him out with it. as
Yeah,
a
then
fellow-
I would say either way, like as a fellow paladin, if he's gonna help you with that, then I would say roll at advantage regardless.
Ooh.
I got a 14.
So with a 14, it is also slightly on the tip of your tongue. You know of many Gaiuses, of many of the orders, but unless you know of the description of this person, you're not entirely sure who. That depends.
maybe get a
I would say that depends on if Ermir helps describe the person. Then you would kind of know.
I mean, from what I've been told, he was a gloomy dragonborn fellow.
Then I would say yes. You do know of at least 2 different Gaiuses in the cult of Arius. I would say make me a history check now at normal history check.
I have a +2 to history. Please don't be bad. Fuck.
Not one.
So with a 4, you're not entirely sure, but you know of the cult of Arius, but you don't know what they do. They are a
Sadly, I
very
can only think of
elusive
2 of
people.
them. Sadly, I can only think of 2 of them.
Hmm.
You said
I have my
gloomy?
suspicions. Yes.
Hmm. Nobody you can remember from your time you were here?
I've been away for a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
that little
Well,
dragonborn
we might need to
boy.
solve after we.
He was
What was
that little dragonborn boy. Yes, he got very annoyed. This voice hurts. He got very annoyed when Fringrul denied him.
It is so interesting hearing your different voices. I'm just sitting out here laughing at you.
He was very annoyed when Fringrul denied him a scroll of resurrection.
Was he trying to resurrect one of the grave and people in the graves?
That can be
Not
assumed.
entirely sure, as he was not forthcoming of his intentions.
Question
That
is,
doesn't
if
make
you
any
wanted a
sense.
scroll of resurrection,
Okay.
why do the ritual to do the same
Stay
thing?
the fuck away.
Not entirely sure. As I said, he was very secretive of his intentions with our ancestors.
Would there be anyone who might know what he was up to?
Or
Only one I can think of is Grimlosh, since he was the only one there during the ritual, and the only one.
See as he coughs.
It's quite a nasty affliction.
He's the only one that was stationed with him. Only one to watch
I've
him.
spoken to this man. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't remember what the priest said and wasn't allowed to look at the ritual.
Perhaps he knows more than he was letting on.
Speak to him if you must.
Perhaps. But I must retire. It is getting late. I must wake up early in the morning to make a shipment to the witch.
Before he goes, does this man look like he's in good health?
You can see that he seems to be very ripped for a very old orc. He seems like his arms are very bulging. He seems to have been wielding a hammer for an extreme amount of time in his life. He has
me and this fucking orc blacksmith about to make the cleanest dab of all time.
You both grab each other on the fucking forearms. It fucking reverberates throughout the entire world. But you see, as he has white hair.
I'm just gonna have white hair.
Yeah, you can see that he's old.
Is he just coughing because he's old, or does he like have something?
You can see.
He's coughing because the DM is very hurt.
You can see that behind him, a lot of smoke from the forge is still billowing out slightly into this place. It does go out of a chimney, but there is still some smoke slightly coming out from underneath his feet. As you can see, some smoke. And he turns quickly as he realizes, he looks down for a moment and sees that smoke. Turning around very quickly, he rushes, closing the doors behind him, as he seems to have forgotten that he has left something on his forge that is currently burning his wood.
Oh dear. Seems we've interrupted him in a very bad time.
I'm sorry to scare you like that, my friends.
I want to peek in the window to see.
You can see as he is furiously grabbing with tongs a slightly burnt piece of wood that he had forgotten, which is sadly a part of his hammer. He had forgotten that he had laid it upon a hot blade, and he is throwing his old hammer into the water basin to quench out the flame.
Okay.
And you can see, you guys don't even need to like roll for this, but you can see as he is now deeply saddened at the loss of his favorite hammer.
Seems our questions have costed him greatly.
No.
We've gained just as much. We can speak more about this in the morning.
I would say that the moment you three enter the church, the human guards are still asleep. Both of the dwarven guards, although they look extremely tired, are still staying up for watch. You can see that the moment that the door opens, when you look through, the dwarf guards had their weapons held in their hand, ready for anything. But the moment that they see you three, they set them back down and rest.
Who's taking first watch?
I shall take first watch.
Okay.
You two may sleep.
I can go after.
You dwarves may sleep as well. For rest is needed.
You can see as the dwarves are very grateful for that, and they too soon fall asleep. However, Merchant Philip, is still awake. You can see him fiddling with some things in his pack as he starts to pull out slight potions, examining them again, and then putting them away, pulling out a different potion, doing the same thing, putting it back, setting his bag down, sitting still for a moment, staring off into the void.
Hey, Philip. What's going on?
Oh dear God. Don't scare an old man. God damn it.
Sorry for that. I was just couldn't help myself. I was curious.
Well, if you're curious, go sit somewhere else. I'm dealing with my merchandise currently.
I see. Sorry for the bother. I was curious.
I'm just messing with you, little one.
Oh. I haven't been here for long, so forgive me. I'm kind of fresh.
Oh, it's fine. I remember the days that I picked you up off of the street. And he starts going off of a tale that does not. That he just says an entirely different name as he starts listing off people that he's helped off the street, and none of them are you.
Does not know your ass.
I see. All right then. Well,
So Roger's just gonna like walk up to him and just like pat him on the shoulder and be like, and just whisper, "It's okay, it's okay.
Oh,
You will remember you eventually."
oh, I see. Oh, you're James, right?
no, it's Hanwin.
Are you sure your name's not James? I could have sworn.
I'm very positive, 100%.
All right. If your name ever changes, let me know.
I will do that, Philip. I will let you know.
And he turns to look over at Roger, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know you. When did I hire you?"
Yes, 3 weeks ago. Good friend.
Okay. I'm very tired. I'm sorry. He does seem extremely tired. He seems like on the verge of like collapsing currently. As the moment that he lays down, he's instantly asleep. You hear him starting to snore.
It seems that our questions have put him to sleep.
I think it seems more like his bad memory put him to sleep. Hanwin, may you make sure that your father figure potions is all wrapped up in nice and net and keptly net.
Okay.
You do see that some potions have spilled out of his like pouch whenever he was setting it down. And that's probably the reason why he was looking off into a direction, because he had forgotten completely about them the moment he set them down.
Should we put them back into his container?
Yes, that seems like the most. Maybe also put the bag somewhere where he wouldn't step on it when he wakes up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I would say so. Are you both picking up the potions?
Just, I'm probably too big. I might just like crush him on accident.
Yeah, I think your grip strength is so strong that you just.
I would say, Hanwin, make me a perception check as you're picking up these potions.
I heard that was.
No,
With an 11, you notice that some of these potions are greater healing potions.
This could be helpful here on Antania combatants.
So what? Are you just going to take those potions?
I think these are his potions. We shouldn't steal. It's not right.
We should at least ask him when he wakes up in the morning.
Yes.
I would say that as you're putting the potions back in the pouch, you set them off to the side, slightly out of the way, to where he wouldn't knock them over when he woke up and put his feet down. With that, I would say, if you want, Jesus Christ, if you want, this can be the conclusion of the night. We can do, Roger does the first one, and then after that it'll be Ermir, and then we can do which one after that, Hanwin or Thivo?
I can do the next one.
Okay, we'll do Hanwin, and then Thivo will go last, going into the morning.
I head into the bench to sleep.
Yes. So with that,
I just sleep on the floor.
So we'll conclude the watch and stuff like that for everybody. Nothing interesting really happens at night besides you just see occasionally, you'll see Grimlish walk around. He'll look through the window, wave at whoever's awake, and then we'll just continue on with his patrol. Then eventually you will see not really much of anything. You'll see the lights kind of flicker a little bit in the church as the fuel for braziers seem to go out a little bit, or seem to dim down a little bit. But eventually, and this is all, I will say that this will be on like around Thivo's turn, that the braziers seem to go down as it starts to become day.
Thivo wakes up and remembers, why did I just trance last night? And then I totally go to sleep. Anyway, Thivo stares into the dull fire until everyone else wakes up.
Shit,
God,
that's not what I want.
I forget how uncomfortable that'd be. It may be to sleep on a hard brick floor.
Yeah, I don't imagine that was very comfortable, friend.
Well, it's not like the chairs in the church were big enough for me to even sleep on.
Yes, it's unfortunate, but at least you slept at all, right?
Fair enough. He sits back up. He sits up straight and starts moving his background. You can hear just that shit just go pop one side, and then the other side starts popping.
You hear loud cracks. Mason, I would like you to roll me a let me see. I would like you to roll me a strength check.
Strength check, okay. Just a straight.
Yeah, just straight.
Just a straight strength.
Yep, just
Okay.
straight.
I got a 10.
With a 10, you are able to slightly pop your back and pop your limbs and stuff, but you feel a slight area in the middle of your back. Yes, pop. Wait, weren't you stretching and stuff? I was thinking about that.
Yeah, he's stretching. He's stretching.
You pop all of your bones and stuff as you you were popping your knuckles and things like that. Like your entire body pops, and then when you're done with that, you feel a slight area in the middle of your back that did not pop, and this will be a constant annoyance to you for the rest of the day.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh no.
It will not do anything to you, but it'll just be a constant annoyance for the rest of the day.
I can always hit you in the back.
That is true. Just force me to fucking start stretching on my toes.
All right. I guess it should be around time. I don't know why he became Scottish. I guess it should be around time that we go to the merchants, he says, as the two dwarf guards closely follow behind him.
Oh.
And the human guards also, they kind of go ahead of him in a way, making sure to keep him safe if anything should happen. But as they start to head to a section that you can see that only two of you will technically know. As
is this the?
Yes, this is exactly what you think it is. The guards go ahead, and you will see now visible two orc merchants. This is a lot of work to do. You'll see as the dwarf guards and the human guards will stand outside in case anything happens. As Merchant Philip will go up to the weapon merchant.
I'm gonna fall broadside. You're just fall broadside.
All right, I guess we should now conclude our business talks, shall we? Dran, as you see, he talks to the weapon merchant, who he has named Dran. The both of them talk back and forth with each other, cutting deals. You can see that Philip hands him 2 greater healing potions for a couple of great swords. You can see as these greatswords are vastly bigger than Philip, as he is a gnome. And you can see as he struggles to like carry them for a second, but then he sets them back down, pulls out a small pouch off of his waistband, and he seems to place the swords within them, taking up the entirety of them. Well, thank you, Dran.
It's a bag of holding. It hasn't fit there.
Thank you, Dran. That'll conclude our business. Now I must talk to Drin, your brother. He walks away from Dran and goes over to the food merchant, Drin. You can see as Drin and him also have another conversation, but this one seems to last longer. You could tell that Philip seems to hold Drin in a far more high regard than Dran. As they procure...
Yeah, not my goat.
Not Dran, my goat. You can see as he gives Drin 50 gold pieces, and from that, Drin hands him 3 large bags. You're not entirely sure what is in them, but the smell from them is powerful. One of them smells entirely of lavender, the middle one smells entirely of mint, and the left one smells in... You can't really pinpoint the left one smell, but it's a very hard, strong, alcoholic smell. You're not sure what kind of alcohol. But you can see that all 3 bags have been placed within his little pouch that he holds. All right, my bodyguards, James and Bilbo, I shall say that we are now concluding our business here. I believe now we must go. And you'll see as he exits.
Actually, can I talk to the weaponsmith?
You may, yes.
So those weapons, my good friend. I am but a fallen noble, but yet I still have a lot of gold on me.
Okay.
Anything that may be worth my while.
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you want?
Maybe looking for a new longsword. Or not longsword. A new claymore. He just like pulls out one of the claymores from his back and just fucking massive ass sword. It looks fine, but he knows that it's gonna run its course in the next like 2 years.
You can see as Dran inspects the weapon, and yeah, you got some chips here, some chips there on the weapon. Ooh, this, if you get into a big fight here in a few days or something like that, this could break any moment. What kind of weapons you looking for? As he starts to list off a lot of weapons, and for convenience sake, would you like me to list them off, or would you like me to just... What do you want me to do?
Well, I mean the ones he's looking for are claymores, which are just the giant swords. So
he shows you like 4 different blades. He shows you a long sword. He shows you a great sword, a glaive, and a double-bladed scimitar.
Double-bladed scimitar?
Yes. These are the... They might not... this one right here, and he points to the double-bladed scimitar, might not be exactly as big as the claymore, but it'll do. It'll do even better in some instances. You just gotta be careful, because it is double-bladed, as you can see. And he, like, turns it around and, like, shows you how, like, it's double-bladed. And he, like, kind of, like, slashes at the table underneath him a little bit. With, like, one side, then, like, pulls it out, turns it over, slashes again, just to show you that it is double-bladed. And, this one over here, and he picks up the glaive. It might be a bit different than a claymore, but, it'll do. It'll give you a bit more reach than a claymore, and it is quite nice. You know, and he shows you as he, like, masterfully flourishes this weapon. and then places it down. He seems to have quite a lot of experience with these types of weapons.
Glaive, yeah. Sadly, I would take such range and such durability, such what's the word I'm looking for? Verticity? No. A variety of blades, but sadly the only blades that I'm particularly good at are such things as long swords and great swords. Maybe I did see that there was a blacksmith in town. Maybe I can. Do you know how good he is at resharpening and refixing such chips that you've seen on this blade of mine?
Oh yes, he made all these weapons here, and he points to like every weapon that he has currently behind him and on display. He's like, yeah, all these weapons have been crafted and sharpened and reforged and forged again by the blacksmith here.
Then maybe can I take a small knife for hunting sake?
Yes, you may take a small knife. I am now gonna have to add a small knife to your fucking inventory, you jackass.
Oh. I'll come and touch later, trust.
Well, I mean, I have 2 long swords in my inventory, but they're both cleaves. They're supposed to be cleaves, or claymores, and they don't exist in D&D. Nor do katanas. Leak dagger.
Yep, you now have a small dagger. Or
and how much do I owe them?
It is 3 gold. This seems to be a finely made dagger. It seems to be intricately designed in the inscriptions along the blade. The hilt of it seems to have been seems to have been created with very fine leathers. The hilt of it seems to be made out of a strange yet hard material. And the blade itself seems to have a slight pattern alongside the inscription of waves. I have just given you a discount Sting from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for doing business, my fine friend.
No problem. If you need anything better, just hit up Drin for any food preservations like rations and the such. If you need anything with more weaponry or armors, just hit up the blacksmith. Any magic-y things, go to Frengrill. Any alchemy stuff, just head up north and talk to the old alchemist up there. He can be a bit of a grouch sometimes, but he's good.
Well, there's an alchemist in such a party that I'm in, and I'm sure he can whip up some healing spells when we need it. Not only that, the merchant here is also an alchemist, so...
Oh, yes,
I'm sure I can...
I know Master Philip.
Going for some... I can haggle him for some spells if I need so.
Oh yes, I know Master Philip. Master Philip was once a renowned alchemist. He still is currently. I know recently he's been working on a potion that deals with memory loss. I have no idea how far along he is with that though. I know he just purchased some of the rarer ingredients for such a potion from Drin.
That makes sense. I don't think his memory is in the right spot as of recent.
I know. He called me Daryl earlier. I don't know why. He seemed to be able to call Drin by name. He knows Drin, but I'm Daryl apparently, although my name's Dran. We're twins. I don't understand, but either way, he's a good chap.
I'm sure he means you well.
Say again?
I'm sure he means you well, good friend.
Oh, yes, of course he means me well. Now, I would say you should probably start hitting out, Bilbo.
Roger.
Oh, okay. I mean, he called you Bilbo earlier, so I thought that was your name.
Well, he could barely remember his own adopted son, so it's okay.
You're not wrong.
Well, great day to you, friend.
I will say that it is at this moment that you guys see that the merchant and his guards start to walk back as if to leave town. And then,
We find everything we need, Philip.
oh, yes, James, we acquired everything that we needed.
It's Hanwin, but it's
Okay. Oh, shit.
Ah.
One guard has accidentally left. But, yes. We have acquired all. I have acquired all that I need. And I would say that your business with me is now done. I guess now is on to all of your payments. What was I paying you again? You can see as he looks very confused, but one of the dwarf guards comes up and hands all of you guys 50 gold pieces.
Oh,
Each.
Nice.
whew.
I should say, Philip is a very rich merchant.
Okay.
This man is.
Yeah, that's all of us,
172
or,
gold. I don't need money at all. I'm chilling.
Did you already give it to all of us, or do we need to add it?
I would say add it to your inventories since you have access to that. Because
Yeah,
if I
okay.
have to do it, then it's gonna take a bit of a time.
Hey man, he had to give me a dagger, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to give you guys. I had to give you a fucking dagger. Goddamn
Bro, for rations.
it. I would say after the guard Frengrill has given you guys 50 gold each in a pouch, he will shake all of your guys' hands very firmly and thank you for aiding them in protecting Merchant Philip for the week that you guys were on the road. And says that he wishes you well since you are adventurers and you did take up this job to be caravan guards. But given the fact that the week here had been uneventful, besides a couple of wolves that ran in front of the carriage, nothing much has happened to need any further protection. And that
No support, yeah.
you guys are able to do what you want now. And with that,
May
you
your
will.
travels be safe, friends.
Oh yes, it'll be safe. It'll be very safe. You know, I got Billy, I got Dan, I got Gerald and Drinme over here with me. You know, all these guys. You can see as the 2 human guards and the 2 dwarf guards cringe a little at the names that he has given them, as they are not their names.
I whisper over to Hanwin, is he okay?
I think his
Oh,
memory's-
I'm
I think he needs that
fine.
potion sooner rather than later.
I'm working on, really jolly just. I shall see you all at a later date. Goodbye. And he's.
Hello.
Bye.
Before you leave,
Oh, yes. Yes, Bilbo.
is there any chance that Roger is my name, sir?
Oh, okay.
Is there any chance that maybe I could be interested in? Maybe we can be interested in some of those great healing potions that you have, good friend.
Oh, the healing potions. Yes, actually. And you see as he takes out a small bag, the same one that Hanwin and you had seen earlier that night. And he takes out 4 greater healing potions and hands them to you. And now, he hands them to you because you asked for it, but it is to your discretion if you want to filter them out to everybody.
It would probably be best to give everyone 1 potion.
1 potion, yeah. Probably be better to. Roger gets the potions and he hands 1 to each to everyone else.
All right. With that,
I add shit to my inventory.
so while I am adding stuff to your guys' inventory, you could talk amongst each other. Because in that moment, you will see that the guards and Philip go away.
Well, that was a
Okay.
mission successful.
I wanted to discover what's going on in this town.
Something's going on here. Something I can't put my
I
finger
have
on.
a sneaking suspicion that there's a necromancer.
Really?
Ume, may you talk to friend Thivo for the information that you have acquired from last night. I must go to the blacksmith. I think one of my claymores may chip in the next couple of battles if we were to go into any battle.
I need to stop by too. Thivo, come on.
You want me to follow?
I mean, you could go talk to the tinker next door.
Yes, I'll go do that. See what this deal is.
I'm gonna go knock on OG's door. Oh, damn, I was gonna go knock on the door. You just finally open that bitch up.
I mean, I'm assuming it's unlocked.
Oh yeah, I would say that currently all of the doors in the town are unlocked. The shops are open. You can see as especially, so I'll have to do this. So this will happen at the same time. It's kind of similar to what will happen with Oromir. You guys were doing stuff in the church, and in that same instance, he was walking around town and stuff. So in the same instance that Hanwin is walking through to the Tinker's area, you guys are also walking through into the blacksmith. I would say I'm going to do Hanwin's stuff first, and then I will do your guys' stuff afterwards, because there's 3 people compared to 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, Hanwin, as you enter the Tinker's area, you can see that this area seems to be covered in a lot of stuff. You see a lot of boxes, a lot of crates filled with gadgets and stuff. You see a pile of gadgetry in the corner over here. You see an anvil with some tools. You see another one over here. These are 4-sided anvils. You can see as the Tinkerer orc seems to be very invested in the same item that he was messing around with last night.
I'm gonna walk up and talk to him about it. Hello, good sir.
Oh! The fuck? Who the hell are you?
Oh, forgive me if I startle you, but I noticed you were working on some sort of strange contraption that I piqued my interest, and I was wondering what it was.
You see, as this orc he seems rather old. He seems maybe in his 50s. But he has some gashes along his body. He seems to be holding a wrench currently. He has a tool belt around him with wrenches and stuff like that. He doesn't turn to look at you. He knows that you're there, but he doesn't turn to look at you as he is completely fixed on this item and he is talking. Yeah, I'm just working on my little thing here. What do you need? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me give him a different voice. Go ahead.
Oh.
I'm going to give him a different voice, but go ahead.
Okay. Is there? I was wondering if you have any thieves' tools for sale because I myself am an artificer and I think I would benefit greatly from these.
Yes, I would say. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, I would say that I do have some thieves' tools if you need them. They're over there on the thing, on the anvil, the 4-sided anvil over there to my right.
Oh, I see. What would this cost?
I don't know. I've never really thought about the price of thieves' tools. Usually I just grab them, I just make them myself, so I've never really tried to sell them. I usually just use them.
How about 10 gold for 1 thieves' tool? That sound good?
You know what? Fair trade. Go right ahead. And he waves the wrench in his hand, at you, go ahead and just grab it.
Do you want me to subtract that from my value?
Yeah. Just take away from the gold. If you guys are buying gold or anything, and like it's a certain amount of gold, just subtract that from the gold that you currently have.
Okay.
You are now the owner of a third set of thieves' tools.
These are some good quality. All right.
Well, of course, I make it myself. Why not? My voices are very limited with my throat.
You've been hard at work. I get it. I get it. It's strains one's mind and will and soul.
I would like you to make me a insight check.
Ooh, I didn't have to pull that 1 second. There we go. Oh.
With a 24, you notice this before he does. That the item that he is currently fixated with and is currently working on seems to be about to explode.
Sir, that item is volatile, please.
Oh fuck! I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Did I just blow up? Okay, I think this is how you do, right? No,
main goal
normal.
is to blow up.
Oh.
Now I need to find him. Where is his thing? There he is. So what do I do again for this fucking stuff? Oh, normal.
I just clicked I think I clicked it right. Is it an ability check or a saving throw? Because
it's a saving throw. I just accidentally clicked ability check. It's fine.
Okay.
You are able to, without taking any damage, get out of the way of the blast by ducking underneath the side over here. But you see him, he gets flown all the way back into a crate.
Oh.
And as the explosion from this device sends him flying, you can see as he is coughing and he is coughing and stuttering as he picks himself up, and without seeming to have taken too much damage, starts to walk back over to the device, smack it, and then start taking it apart.
Are you okay? That explosion was very, very violent.
Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of explosions like this.
See as he coughs because the voice hurts. You see as he coughs because of... You also see that his chest hair seems to have all been singed off. And half of his beard... His beard is, like, very disheveled because the central part from his lips down is all gone.
Oh.
Like, he has no... He is, like, clean shaven, but with, like, slight burnt hairs there.
Do accidents like these happen often?
Quite a bit sometimes. Usually 3 or 4 times a day. It's not the first time that I've had my hair burned or been thrown into the wall. Last time, I once was working on a thing over there, and he points to this anvil, and it exploded and threw me into the corner of this one, and he points to the other anvil. Now, my back especially hurted after that for a good week. I think I sat in my bed and tinkered with some stuff over there.
I understand. I myself am a tinkerer, so I know that most of the times it's mostly failures, but whenever it succeeds, it's usually a good thing. So I believe you can succeed.
I could see with the tools around your waist and the slight floating one behind you.
Some of my tools have just started to do that. I'm not really sure why, but I think it's just because I've been tinkering for as long as I've basically been alive, so it just happened, I guess.
Oh no, it's a good thing. If your tools are able to be sentient with you, then it makes them a lot easier to, follow your will. Unlike this one here, and unlike this one here, as he shows you the wrench that was in his hand, and he just tosses it into the furnace in front of him to melt it down as he pulls out another one. That looks exactly the same. I don't know. Check in there as he points to a box.
The moment you open this
Oh
box,
my-
you can see that this thing is completely filled with the same type of wrench as the one he currently holds.
Oh my goodness, these are so many wrenches.
Yeah, you always need a different type of wrench. I've got boxes around here full of either wrenches or screwdrivers or whatever I need for tinkering.
Hmm. I'm glad you have so many tools at your disposal.
Oh, yes. I had one wrench. It's not as high quality. It looked exactly like this one, as he shows the one in his hand, and you also know the ones in the chest. I had one exactly like this one when I first became an apprentice. It was magical, but sadly I had to sell it to the witch to be able to make something.
Oh, I would have loved a wrench like that.
Yes. Sadly, I must make the perfect item for the witch before I can get my wrench back.
What does she want?
Oh, this and that, as he starts to wave his wrench around. And you can see scattered around his workshop, especially over here, you will see another bomb, it looks like, and some pieces that would look like it would be a part of a staff.
I couldn't help but notice over there on the work table. Have you already created a bomb like this, like the one that's exploded before, without it being volatile?
Oh, no, that's a different type of a bomb. It's, what do we say? It's, oh, what did they say in the army? In the militia. I think they called it a cow trap bomb.
Oh. Does it explode and make tons of floor hazards?
Oh, in a way, it explodes, certainly, and it throws a lot of, barbed metal pieces, very small, and he, because his hands are so much larger than yours, when he makes a circle, it's about as big as, I would have to say your entire hand. It throws about something this size, out of it, and, it tears itself apart from the explosion and spreads more of those pieces all around.
Forgive me for asking, but is that bomb for sale, or can I give you anything
Oh
for it?
no. That bomb, along with several other items I must make, are for the Witch of the East.
I see.
If anything, if you want something of that caliber, you're gonna have to talk to her, as she's the only one with the ingredients I need.
I will do that. I will do that.
I would have to say, in the same instance, or is that all you want to talk to him about, or do you want to talk to him about more?
No, that's good for now.
Okay. Then I would say, after talking with him, and I don't know if you're going to leave the shop or not, or start to head out, in the same instance that you had been talking to him, these three had also been talking to the Forge. Those three are also available, or I could throw them into the pit of the fire.
Where did they go?
Where did you go? Weston, Darren, Mason. Mason is currently preoccupied.
Good Lord, they've all disappeared.
They've all disappeared. They're all jumping into the fires. Oh, dear Lordy.
I fucking hate Discord. Conversation, but just like,
Where did Weston go?
He's probably on the toilet watching TikTok.
I'm like,
Alright, he will be a slight background character until he comes back. So, Roger and Thivo, what do you do in the same instance that Honwin was talking to the Tinkerer?
no, I never actually got the blacksmith's name, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, no. He never told you guys his name.
Vincent from last night. How did you sleep? You sleep well?
Oh, I slept quite well. What do you need over there?
As he stays where he is, currently hammering out a blade.
Oh, he fixed. I see you fixed your hammer.
I gave it a new hilt, but that's about it. The head is much more stronger than fire, so that's the only reason it's still alive. Oh, this fire, goddamn.
I don't need nothing much. Just maybe a little sharpening and just a slight repair to my claymore. And so he like walks up to him, and he shows him the claymore that he showed the weapons merchant.
He looks at the claymore for a split second, and in the moment that he sees the weapon, for a split second, you're not entirely sure what happened, but that hammer hits you square in the face. It doesn't deal any damage to you, thankfully. He didn't hit you hard enough to deal damage.
What in the fuck are you showing me?
A sword.
This rusted piece of shit. This isn't a sword, this is a disgrace. How in the fuck? How do you call yourself a warrior if you don't get your equipment regularly checked?
He takes the blade from you roughly, smacking your hand as well with the hammer. As he starts to put it into the flames to start to heat up the blade.
Now be gone, all of you. Be gone, all of you. I have to work on this now.
You have now given him a new task.
I guess I'll just leave the other one here. So he pulls up the other claymore. This one has been checked. That one has clearly been checked recently. It just seems like there's already chips on it because he swings it way too fucking hard.
You will see in that instance that when he sees that blade, you are able, thankfully, since it already happened, he starts to go at you again with the hammer.
Get back here! Get back!
Okay, I would like you to start running now, currently.
Get back here, you sack of shit! How could you treat the hammer dog?
He will stand at the doorway next to you two as he is like swinging his hammer out at Roger. And then he turns to you two.
So, what do you need? You better not show me a fucked up weapon, or this hammer goes straight to your skull. Quiet treatment.
An image came into my mind finally later. It's like he kind of just looks at him with like slight surprise. He just kind of just stays there.
Do you need a new weapon? Do you need a fixed weapon? What do you need?
He stares and kind of like looks back at Weston.
I'm back.
You came back just in time.
I knew it.
I was in the bathroom.
What did you
We know it!
Interaction.
You go what?
So I showed him. So you missed his interaction, and Roger went to go show him the blacksmith his claymores to try to peacefully fix his weapons for a decent pay, and then I got chased out the store.
For what?
Because one of the claymores is is in a bad shape because he swings his shit too hard, and the other one just needs like a normal checkup.
Well, I'm back. I did say I was going to the bathroom.
Oh, I did not hear you while I was talking to Hanwei.
So, what do you need?
I was wondering if you had any armor or shields for sale.
Yeah, I don't really sell it. I more of a make it, like commission.
Okay. How much would it take for you to commission? Well, hold on, let me look up armors real quick. I forget. I need one higher than a 16 AC.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of those.
There's plate.
I'm just imagining you saying that to his face. This is what AC means.
Yeah,
The fuck is AC?
that's what I'm asking.
Are you talking about, like, aristocrats? Are you talking about occasional, cuckolds? Like, what are you talking about here?
No. I'm wearing chainmail right now. Would be
I believe
Oh.
plate definitely, splint definitely.
splint and plate. Yeah, splint and plate.
Hmm.
What would be the cost
Wait,
of making
actually-
a splint or plate armor?
For splint, 75 gold. For plate, 80.
Could you make me some plate armor?
Yes. For commission, I'll take full price up front, and it'll be with you by tomorrow. Because I gotta deal with that fuckhead's weapons.
And he like points off into the direction of Roger.
Okay.
Wait, friend, I have a question.
And what would that be?
Where do we find this witch?
To the east. East of town.
East. Do you know if she knows any necromancy?
She's a witch, so probably.
Who are the people that whose people's graves are gone?
Dragonborn.
You're too far away from for Roger for him to hear that.
I would say that the Forge Master doesn't really know which graves you're referring to, surprisingly. As he gives you a look of confusion.
Okay, I'm gonna stop walking up again, considering that he's not going to, but still take my distance because I'm not getting swung on a hammer again. Feels comical though. Oh, do you not know that there are graves dug up from your graveyard?
No, I know. I know. It's just, which ones are you referring to?
The ones that disappeared magically.
For the ones that are gone.
Oh. Which one? The Dragonborn? Or the Orcs?
One of
all
them
three.
or more was Dragonborn.
I would say I know of the ones in our graveyard of the Dragonborn. But there is another grave site, far off to the west, that we do not travel to very often, filled with more of our more ancient ancestors, where only the orcs are buried. We're missing 3 from there.
What the fuck?
Yes, what the
Was there
fuck?
anything of importance? Something important to history, maybe?
Not really. They were just part of the old generation. My father included.
Then why would someone want to take their graves?
I don't... That is a very stupid question to ask. Why else? For the bone marrow.
You can see as like he starts pointing to like the different parts of his body.
Marrow! Marrow! Marrow and marrow. Good for weapons.
But a necromancy wouldn't need bone marrow for weapons. Even then, he wouldn't specifically go for somebody else's graves. They just go for some animal in the ground.
Graves are easy to dig up.
And are you sure that these people, that the bodies are missing in thy graves, are they
they weren't important to anybody. Not important. Well, obviously important to you, but saying history-wise, they weren't something that was at least somewhat named. Maybe not legends, but
For the orcs, not so much. For the Dragonborn, they were a part of... Oh, what was it?
You can see as he is a little confused, but he starts to head over to his bench over here that holds a book. If you guys want to follow him, you may.
hopefully I don't get hit again.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Why is the music loud by the forge?
Yeah. I'm burning my ears away.
Oh, that's because you guys. Oh, that's because you guys are like right next to it, right next to the sound thing itself.
Oh.
Oh.
So like it gets quieter the further out you are and stuff like that. But yeah, you're inhaling smoke forge right now. Forge smoke. You can see as he starts flipping through the a journal he seems to keep. It's like extremely old. Some of the pages have been frayed. The cover itself looks like it could fall apart any moment if you handle it too roughly. Let me see, Dragonborn. Dragonborn. Apparently those three, we don't have their name listed. They were part of the Cult of Lies, apparently. I would like all of you to make me a religion check.
Religion check? Okay.
Oh.
For a
Christ
paladin,
almighty.
you're not very religious.
I've been gone for so long.
I got a 10.
I guess I haven't been studying up recently.
Golly, he would have. Thiva would have had the highest if it wasn't for that -5.
-5.
So,
Oh my goodness.
Trying his best.
I'm sorry, the
He doesn't
DC.
know where he is.
I'm sorry, the DC was 11. No, I'm just fucking with you.
-5? Holy fuck!
So,
Oh no!
for Roger and Thivo, you guys, you guys know that there is a cult of lies. You do know that there is one. You're just unsure as to who they follow. Now, I would also like all of you to make me a history check to see if you know what kind of activities they do.
That's gonna go so much worse.
I have a +3 to history, please.
I have a -3 to history.
13.
I have a lot of history bonus, but like. Oh
I have
my.
16. I got a 16.
Alright. So, okay. So I would say, Roger, you are the only one that knows this. You
Okay.
know that the Cult of Lies is a cult. Since you didn't pass the religion check, you can't know the god. But you
Well, I know
know
what they do.
you know that they work in tandem with the Cult of Flame and Teeth, and that they are considered one of the most dangerous out of two cults. For they are masters of manipulation and illusion spells to make one forget or to have memories not of their own. Most likely, you have come in contact with one of them.
Wait, you said to forget?
Cult of, like a masters of... Ooh, yes. They can make you forget, or they can make you have memories that are not your own.
Hold. Forget or have reasons that...
If you need
Not
to as
of
well, they are
your
also masters of manipulation and illusion spells.
spells. Okay, oh fuck. The Court of Lies? And yet you bury them here?
Well, well, the thing about it is that they used to help, our ancestors. Yes, they're with the Cult of Lies, but even they can aid good.
That wouldn't make any sense. Why would we work with the Court of Lies? Or at least someone that worships such a god as the god of death.
I'm not
And,
entirely sure. I hear people spraying in the back. Sound like it's spraying like a cat or something. I'm not entirely sure. Either way.
And for the orcs that have the graves have been stolen from, anybody besides them being your ancestors, there anything of importance that they have done as adventurers? This is an adventuring town.
Well, as per our ancestors, all of us orcs are followers of Chectus, the god of flames and war.
Thivo perks up at that.
We all follow the great Chectus god, and whenever we are called to battle by him, we leave town, go as mercenaries or bodyguards, and enact his holy righteousness.
You could see as he lifts up his hammer, which then becomes like the tip of the tip of the hammerhead becomes engulfed in flame.
We're able to do many things.
And then he extinguishes it.
That's a really cool
Thivo, my
ability.
friend, don't you follow thy same god?
He nods.
Oh, another worshipper of Chectus.
Like, yeah, he reaches back and unhooks his great axe.
Fine weapon.
You see as he walks up to you and like takes the great axe from your hand and looks at it.
I see.
He then putting away his hammer, not hitting you like he did Roger. He pulls out a small little knife and starts to engrave some runes upon its wooden hilt, and then hands them back to you and puts the knife away, pulling back out his hammer.
There is, some little bit there. Now leave me, I must work on,
And he points over to Roger,
this one's weapons, and
and then he points back over to Ermir.
this one's plate armor. Unless any of you need anything else.
Since I'm an armor, I don't actually need to like buy armor. I can just make armor with like my magic.
I believe so.
'Cause I think that's what I'm guessing.
I thought you build it over your armor.
You have armor, but you can make it better. I would need to look at it again, but I think that's how it works.
Let me leave this area.
As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into arcane armor, provided you have smith's tools in hand.
Yes.
If the armor has a strength requirement, this armor lacks this requirement for you. You can use the arcane armor as a spellcasting focus. It attaches to you and cannot be removed against your will. It covers your entire body, although you can retract and deploy the helmet as a bonus action. It replaces any missing limbs, functioning identically to the body part it's replacing. You can take it off or put it on as an action.
So can I do that like right? Oh, do I have?
You need an armor.
You need armor, but if you have armor, you can make it funky.
Yes, like you can get a plate armor and put it on, get rid of the strength requirement. You can make it the infiltrator suit if you want to, which increases your movement speed. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on checks, you can just have advantage or disadvantage cancel.
So I should
You have
ask him
advantage
for
on stealth
I should
checks?
ask him for armor then. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
If
hearing.
you
so-
don't have armor
yeah.
right now, you should ask for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can make your
Excuse
armor
me, sir.
whichever model.
May I also acquire some plate armor?
He looks you up and down. For your little frame? Are you sure you
Yes.
can handle it?
It may not look like it, but I am an armorer after all, so I modify the armor to my needs.
Very well. I'll need 80 gold up front.
Here you go, sir.
He will take the pouch
Oh,
of
and-
80 gold and set it aside.
Sir, how much money shall I give you for your services?
He puts his hand to his chin and starts stroking his beard a little bit as he seems to be in deep thought. Let me see. 100 gold.
100? Damn. Alright. Well, you already have them in the flyer, so it's not like I can do anything.
Yeah, as you hand him the 100 gold, you can see that
Can I
he
just give him one
smiles.
platinum coin?
Huh?
Can I just give him one platinum coin?
Is that I thought 1,000 gold was a platinum coin.
No, it's 10
I
to
thought it was
1.
100.
It's
Oh.
10 to 1.
Then I would say instead change your gold to 72 and change platinum to 2, and then yeah, just give him a platinum coin.
Alright. Platinum's the one on the left or the right?
Left. Because it goes from ooh shit. Let me close that. Because it goes from copper, silver, something else, gold, and then platinum.
Okay. Alright, bro, I'm loaded. I'm just give him a platinum coin.
He takes the platinum coin, and I'd like you to make an insight check on him.
An insight check?
Yes.
The music box is loud.
I know, I'm sorry. If you need to, you can head out of here since your business is done so that it's not, like, overbearing to you.
Andy, that link I sent there is your.
There's no way. I have a
thing.
+7 to insight. I got
For
an 8.
armor? Okay.
Yeah, you can change what model it is, but if you get plate armor, you can change it in the morning to infiltrator and just have normal stealth instead of disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
With an 8, you don't see that. You do not see that he is currently ripping you off because of the fact that your blades are bad. You do not see this. He just seems like he seems like he's charged you a fair price.
I think Roger would have just let him keep the gold anyways. He's an old.
All right, now
The
get.
platinum coin anyways.
All right, now get out of my shop. All of
Thank you.
this.
When shall we come back? When shall we come back for our items?
Come back tomorrow morning for your items.
I kind of guessed I was getting scammed, but
Where am I? There we go.
Locked in the
Oh,
doors. He
Locked
locked.
in.
You must. The final boss.
Walls.
The door.
Oh yeah, we should go to the magic shop.
Yeah, we should go see that guy now.
All right.
Big-
You guys.
Watch this. You see this, Amir? Watch this. Yeah.
You guys start making your way to the magic shop. You pass by Grimlish as he says, "Hello."
Hello, Grimlish.
Hello.
British.
Knock knock. I'm entering anyways.
As you knock on the door, you're able to open it this time instead of it being locked, and you see a giant spider egg on a table with a ledger and a tome next to it, as a very middle-aged orc seems to be hovering over another tome and some more magical items.
Has he noticed that we entered?
He has noticed, but he is not turning around to greet you. He is currently ingested in his tome.
All right, then I'm just gonna say very loudly. Interesting spider egg you found here.
Oh, yes, it is
Egg is
interesting.
For what purpose?
Well, Get the fuck away from me.
He's just
Why are you so close?
He's so confused. Like, why is it so big? Why is
You
this thing
see
so big?
as he turns around to look at all of you, his face, especially the top of his forehead, seems to be covered in, or it seems to have some kind of magical symbol on it. His eyes are glossed over as if he is blind, and he holds a stick.
The egg itself is of an unknown type of beast, of spider, shall I say.
I heard you had 4 others prior.
Oh, yes. The witch off
There are
to...
others just as big?
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, yes. Gazellera gave me this egg and 4 others.
You're on a first name basis with her.
Oh, yes. You know, she procures me these eggs, and I procure her with magical items.
See.
If you guys need
And
to
what
know how to
kinds-
spell Gazelleria, just let me know.
Yeah.
What kinds of magical items do you deal with?
Oh, a multitude, going around from scrolls to potions to weapons to armor. It's like she's building up an army where she is.
To spell Gazelleria, it's capital Gazellera. Gazellera.
What's the magic man's
Capital
name?
G.
What?
Fingrel?
Yes, I would say that Ermir currently would have shared that information with you after having spoken with the alchemist that night.
Yeah, I shared all of the information I found out.
Okay.
I'll cut to the chase.
All right.
I have some questions for you about a certain man that came through here asking about resurrection scrolls.
Oh, the Dragonborn boy. I remember.
Yes.
He came in here
That's-
asking about scrolls of revivification and something about reviving the dead and making the world great again.
Do you have any inclination as
Sounds
to
like
where he's gone?
Last I saw, he was in the graveyard one night, and then the next morning we could not find him anywhere.
Did he say anything that might have pointed out to where he may go?
Just that we are to protect an empty grave, so that when he returns, he may lay a body within it to complete the ritual.
Well, if you haven't decided already, I would strongly advise you do not let him do that.
Oh, don't worry, that's why we have Grimlash over there to make sure that no one, not even that Dragonborn, puts a body in that grave.
Yes.
He's been
he has
hearing some-
desecrated the tombs.
We learned that the morning after the ritual. We found 3 of the great champions of Arius, the Dragonborns, gone.
I suspect he may be heading to the graveyard in the west for more of your kind and their ancestors.
Oh, I don't think he will be able to find it.
As he gives you a wry smile. A wry smile.
And what reason may you have for that?
Oh, this old man before you can cast many powerful magics, including that of making things disappear from naked eyes, and even those are magical.
Would you say with this priest's abilities, you would be able to find this place with any degree of certainty?
Oh, most certainly not, unless he was a follower of my god.
Well, luckily I do not believe he is. I believe he may be a follower of my god, as twisted as it may be.
Oh, no, he said that he himself... Oh, it did? Oh, it did. Yes, he did. Hold on, DM moment, brain going wry. Yes, he called himself a follower of the god of death, Arius.
Yes.
It
Although
was...
he has, from
it
what
was-
I've seen, desecrated the cycle of life and death.
Yes, he did not dress like your kind, even of your
Could he,
cults.
by chance, be someone that's a follower of the cult of lies?
Oh, those wicked ones. Yes, they follow the god Gadius.
It wouldn't be unsurprising if that was so. The people that he revived, as I've come to learn, that these dragonborns in your graveyard, your local graveyard, they were also part of the cult of lies.
No, those dragonborn were a part of the cult of Arius. They were... one of them was a part of the cult of Arius. The other two followed us with our god of Chectus.
You're saying that one of these dragonborns were one of us.
Yes.
Do you perhaps remember his name? Their name? Her name? Sorry, I wish not to be discriminatory.
I do.
Yes. I do. It's a him only.
I mean to be offensive.
I meant to be it. Yes. Dolaris was her name. She was a great dragonborn who followed the cult of Arius. She dealt with many a sickness back in my day. She cured me of my affliction.
Make a history check.
Yes, for Ermir and Roger, I would say both of you make a religion and a history check.
Religion and history.
Yeah, religion and history.
Double whammy.
Should we help each other on that?
I would say that
I mean,
you
we
guys
both
are
can.
both at advantage with that since you are both of the same religion.
Okay.
History's a -3, so.
I got a 16 on history. Oh shit!
All right.
And I got 11
15
on
and
religion.
17 for history's a 15, religion's a 17.
right,
16
so-
and 11.
So I would say history-wise, both of you do know of who the fuck did I just say? I have so many words in my head currently. Who did I say it was? Delarius?
Hilarious.
You both of you know of Delarius. She was in fact a part of the cult of Arius. She was one of the great dragonborn leaders who was, I would have to say, with the way that the cult operates, you would know that she was considered a vice captain. As for religion, I would say that only Ermir knows this. She went on a pilgrimage during her early years in the cult of Arius and was never seen again. Her name did spread wide and she was well known, but after, even before he got sent to the astral plane, he would know that she was around in that time. But in recent times, he has not heard a lick of her name.
Why would she be here?
Not entirely sure.
Same thing, my friend.
As far as I know, when she was here, she spoke of a great burial site underneath the town.
Underneath the town.
Yes.
Really?
Apparently, there
Did
was
the
a...
priests that came here know about this?
Not entirely certain. He never mentioned the great burial site.
Then I have another question. So the
Speak.
blacksmith, he mentioned to me that in the graveyard to the west that there were 3 missing orcs as well. That of thy ancestry.
Oh,
Could you maybe guess who those
yes.
orcs could be?
Yes. The fact of their bodies was mine alone. I had to move them to a more secure area.
Oh, that's good. It's good
That is good to know.
As for their
Why
names,
did you move those bodies?
well, that I cannot tell you.
Fair enough. Do you have anything to help us find this necromancer priest, whoever he seems to be?
Not that I know of, unless the best I can do is you can either check to the east and ask the witch if he went that way, or search the graveyard if you can find anything he might have left.
The graveyard here.
Yes. He did do the ritual in our graveyard.
I do know where he started it.
If I detect magic on it, would I be able to figure something out?
Probably.
Roll. I don't know if you need to roll anything for detect magic, but go right ahead.
Well, I mean, we're
not here. Probably not here.
Not here.
I won't find anything here.
No, I would say if you
magic in this shop, in the magic shop.
I would say if you use detect magic in this shop, everything that you could see around is indeed magical, including the egg itself.
Well, it's a spell, so do I have to use a spell slot for it?
Probably.
Yes.
I would believe
Okay.
so, but that's only if you want to use it.
I mean, go over to the graveyard and do that and see.
Okay. I was like, because I'm just gonna let you know, it is a magic shop, so like everything in this like building is full magical.
It's full of magic, bro.
Yes. Well, I suppose we'll go check out the graveyard, but before we go, do you have any fun magic items that could be useful for me to buy? Just anything in particular for any reason?
Well,
Anything useful? Any magical weaponry, shields?
Who are you associated with, shall I say?
I'm Paladin of Arius.
We are both paladins of Arius. I wish to not buy anything, but
That's why I wish
here
to
to
find this
keep my
priest
company.
to set him right on the path of death.
I would just go
Yes.
if you can, tell me your guys' passive perception checks.
My passive perception?
Well, fucking
Where's
check
my
that.
passive? Yeah, where's my passive?
Features, maybe?
Forget what decides my passive. It's probably not good.
10 plus wisdom and proficiency if you live.
Okay, so
10
12.
plus wisdom, so 14.
Okay.
Well, wait, plus proficiency?
If you have... No, it would be 10 plus wisdom modifier and proficiency if you have it in wisdom.
9.
Oh, then... 15,
Or wait, if I have proficiency in
17.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Yeah, so
I got a 17.
So your so Ermir's perception is 12.
That is 17, I think, if I'm doing this math right.
Roger's
10 plus 4 plus
perception
3,
is
yeah.
14.
14? Okay.
Yeah, so like whenever you're looking at your skills, you'll like see on the side, you'll see like a number. So your athletics is 17, but your perception is 14. You'll see that number on the side.
I see now. Yeah, I see it. I understand it. I understand now. Alright, what do we see here?
Oh wait, no, I wasn't trying to make Oromir roll. Fuck. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to grab this. Let me see. What do you get? Oh, damn. Okay.
Damn.
So I was trying to make that private, but it doesn't matter. So, you can see that You could see very plainly because he was trying to make a deception roll. He seems to be very not confused, but reluctant to believe you.
Is there any way you wish me to prove myself?
If you're both able to provide me with the holy symbols of Arius, I may be able to check if they are legitimate. Unlike
I
that,
immediately pull mine out.
Yeah, same.
He will come up
It's in my
to
coat pocket.
he will come up to both of you and take them, and then he will bring it back over to his table. And you can see that he sets both of your holy symbols down, and he says a string of chants and words. And after that, they will then glow, and he will shake his head up and down, nodding to himself, as he will come back to you with them and hand them both back. And then he will walk back after handing them to you.
well, they
Really
went.
funny if they gave us the wrong sigils, so we just have to switch.
Yeah, he accidentally like switched up your sigils, and he gave you Ermir's and Ermir's Rogers.
Just like pointed out, that one's mine. Yeah.
Give it back, man, give it back.
It's exactly like blended. Like, this is my credit card, you took mine.
They're like basically the exact same.
Yeah. So with that, he will then turn to you guys.
So, they are legitimate, thankfully, as I know that any false holy symbols of Arius come with a great price to carry for any false believers, such as what happened to that Dragonborn.
Oh,
So,
I haven't heard about this.
Well,
What happened to
maybe
Dragonborn?
right.
Well, I'm surprised. I thought the DM would have told you, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah, but not tell.
The DM did not say anything about
The
this.
DM did not tell.
If one of a different god holds a holy symbol of another, they get disadvantage on everything, for as they carry it upon their person, and they are also cursed to always carry it and be unable to part with it.
I see.
This is what you know outside with meta. Otherwise, he just tells you that they are unable to part with this, and that they're just unable to part with it, and they seem very sickly while holding a symbol outside of their gods.
Well, then, this may not... He seems to not be a follower of Arius at all.
That is why I did not provide him with these scrolls.
And you see as he pulls out 2 scrolls of Revivify.
I would say that, given that you two are indeed followers of Arius and are true to it, you... No, I have something far... No, you know what? Here, as he goes back and forth in his like decision making, he does hand you guys scrolls of Revivify.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ready, you had to summon in like a crazy person or something.
No, it just means
That means,
better.
no, we revive you. If you
Oh,
die,
oh,
you come
me.
back to life.
Yeah.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, and if we don't have like material components for it, I can cast a spell to keep your body fresh.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So we got like 2 do-overs.
So I have to like fucking do this entire thing where I have to create the spell itself, then I have to go in here to create a fucking scroll of that spell to then hand to you. So it's a lot of work.
Yikes.
So you guys will leave the shop and talk amongst yourself outside of the shop itself as I figure out a way to create a fucking spell.
Cool.
All right. Are we getting anything else from OG or no?
No, you guys just get up, you You guys just get the
Yes,
scrolls.
otherwise.
But I could try that detect magic thing on over here, I guess.
Well, I mean, we gotta
That's
talk
what we're hoping
to Grimlash.
Only if he lets us through, of course.
for. Was this that gravekeeper that you talked to last night?
Yes, it is.
And then maybe could you get his attention for us?
Once the DM makes our scrolls.
Yes, once the DM
Who's
makes
the
us. Who do you refer to? I am no DM.
I'm
Yes.
Grimlash, writing down the
I am yes.
making scrolls.
Where the fuck did the scroll go? I don't even know. Where the fuck did it go? God damn
My
it!
bad, bro.
Is it in
Mine there
this? Actually, I don't even actually. I legitimately don't know where the fuck it went.
Yikes.
So I'm gonna have to create. Okay, so let's do that.
Snack.
Oh wait. Okay. Oh, that's where they went. I'm just an idiot, is what I am. That's what I am. I'm just an idiot. I'm a little guy that's an idiot.
Oh man, little guy.
All right, talk amongst yourselves, and whoever was not with the other. I think Thivo, were you with everybody else?
No.
Okay, so I would say, where the fuck is everybody actually?
I accidentally left.
Graveyard.
Oh,
Okay.
We're outside. We're outside the graveyard right now.
Hard to see.
oh, I see. Okay.
It can't be that hard to find a 10-foot man.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'm bringing your character back, and then Ermir's on top of Hanwin. You know, they're having a sexual encounter.
Hit him against the wall.
No,
Yes, King.
no, not audio. No.
You gripping, Daddy?
Digging in me.
All right. With this,
Hold on.
right.
Continue.
you both now have spell scroll revivify in your inventories.
Yeah.
I would say that Grimlash sees all four of you, and he acknowledges that you were there, even like nods his head towards you, but does not move from his position. He does not say that you may not enter. You are allowed to enter, but he is just protecting this one spot.
Cool.
That's all we need to hear.
All right.
The first thing Roger does is sit at one of the graves, kneel down, and like pray for it, and then take a step back.
For the souls.
I'm gonna take my holy symbol in hand as I step through here. I'm gonna call it to Hanwin about the statue, and just notify him. You know, that's where the ritual was.
Right here.
Yes, right in front of the
All right.
statue.
In front
we
of the
go.
statue, you notice that there are a few candles that sit at its feet, and they are black candles. One of them is half burned, the other is... It looks relatively new, as if it had been placed there within the past 2 hours.
Andy, check it out.
Did I just check it out?
Oh, you
check
get.
it out.
You don't even have to roll like an insight check. You just know that, because as an artificer, I would say that you would know the making of a candle.
Oh, yeah.
But check out the magic.
So want me to see what magic going on here?
Yeah.
Then I would say if you're gonna do that, then you will have to cast a spell for your detect magic.
Oh. Oh, okay. This.
Could also try an Arcana check to see if there's anything there first.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the green.
Yeah.
With
green
that,
ahead?
for the
Green
next 10 minutes, where within 30 feet of you, you see that The candles are magical. The statue is magical. The 3 tombstones that have no bodies are also magical. And the empty grave is deeply magical.
Is Grimlash magical?
Magical.
Huh?
Is Grimlash magical?
You see that the weapon he holds is not magical. He does not seem to be magical, but there seems to be a little ring on his finger that is indeed magical.
Oh.
Say, Grimlash, I noticed that you have a ring that has some magical properties on it. What is that?
Oh, do? It looks at his hand, and you see on his face he is deeply confused. This is probably the first time he's seen a ring on his finger. Grimlash had ring?
Oh.
You've never noticed thy ring?
Grimlash never has ring.
When would you say you had the ring?
You may not remember.
Grimlash does not know. Grimlash has never had ring.
And yet it fits on your hand so perfectly.
It's almost like it was made for your hand.
Grimlash.
You even take it off.
You see as he easily takes it off, and for a moment, his eyes gloss over, and he goes robotic and immediately puts it back on before returning to look at you guys with a confused look.
Grimlash has ring?
Oh.
Does anybody have identify?
I might. Let me see.
Probably do not.
I do have detect evil and good.
So do I.
Yeah, that's a paladin thing. Our artificer might have it, but you need a pearl to use.
Andy, do you have identify?
Is it a spell or like a
Spell.
Spell.
Oh, I do.
Use it.
Use it, bro.
Okay.
I need to know what that ring is right fucking now.
So
Yeah,
just know,
this might-
as it says in the description, you must choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
I think
Grimlash, would you want to find out what that ring is?
Sure. He holds out his hand, just to no one in particular, just holds out his hand.
Get in there, Haman.
All right. I touch the ring and examine it with identify.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh no, bro.
I think I have the most...
Oh.
Oh. Oh, bro.
Ooh.
Oh no, bro.
Oh no.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, no.
Roger, since you are... All right, Pops. And Roger, you're the only one that notices this, along with Grimlash. Actually, you're the only one that notices this at all. You see that both Hanwin and Grimlash both have their eyes glossed over, and Grimlash puts his hand down, and so does Hanwin. As you see, both of them go back to normal, and Grimlash just looks at Hanwin. Do you want to see a hand? Hanwin, I will say, you do not know what has happened. All that you know is that you had just asked this man for his hand. That is all you know. You have not touched the ring at all.
I thought.
So what did you learn with identify?
I don't know. I thought I used it.
I think I might know what the ring is. You may not be able even to take it off. Even if we were to cut his finger off.
Try it. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna touch the ring.
Don't touch the ring. Do not touch the ring. Do not touch the ring.
I'm gonna touch the ring.
Weston, are you
Don't touch the ring. It will make you forget what you did.
I'm touching
Do
the ring.
not touch the ring. Do not touch the ring.
Then I
What?
would say that if you are touching the ring, then you'll have to move forward, and then Hanwin will have to move for you to actually be able to touch the ring.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way.
Grimlosh holds up his hand for you to touch the ring. And do you touch it?
Yeah.
I would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
A 16.
Not bad.
With a 16, you're able to resist the effects of the spell that the ring is trying to cast upon you. You're not exactly sure as to what the effects are, but you see that the moment that you touch it, Grimlash's eyes do indeed gloss over, and he puts his hand back down and asks you the same question he asked Onwin.
That's odd. There's some kind of enchantment on the ring, but it's unfamiliar. Whatever it does is not good.
This could be of the work of said false prophet.
My thoughts exactly.
Maybe he planted this here to lay people astray.
Maybe it happened during the ritual. Maybe that's why Grimlash can't remember what happened.
Grimlash was told not to see ritual. Grimlash didn't see ritual. Grimlash watched grave during ritual. Grave went
But do you
weird.
remember anything else?
Grave went weird. But nothing happened to Grave. Nothing happened to Grave. Grimlash saw Grave. Nothing happened to Grave.
You see as he starts to contradict himself.
You saw the grave.
Looked
But
at
I thought you
Grave.
weren't allowed to see the grave.
Grimlash never saw Grave. Grimlash watched ritual.
Grimlash didn't see ritual. He starts to like contradict himself over and over and over until eventually he just falls silent and his eyes gloss over, and then eventually they go back to normal and he just looks at you.
This ring is clearly holding up some sort of memory.
Do I have Dispel Curse? Please tell me I have Dispel Curse.
This is high level magic.
I would
Maybe try protection from good and evil to, like, protect them from. Oh, actually, wait. We might just be stupid. We have the truth one. We can force them to tell the truth.
I don't
I would
think
say
truth's gonna
that
work on him.
10 minutes have indeed passed and you are no longer able to see anything magical.
So do I? Oh, I think I have to.
Yeah, just take off the make sure that you I would say go over to your token and take off concentration.
Okay.
He doesn't know the truth himself. I'm whispering this, by the way. Like I've taken a step back and I'm huddled with Roger.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, I caught that.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem. You back up with
I
him as
don't
well?
think knowing the truth would work.
If there's only a way to disenchant that item, you have divine sensory, right?
I did use Divine Sense here. It only showed me that this place was desecrated. We could talk to Fingal?
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe he gets a chance to disenchant the ring.
Yeah.
But
Grimlash, we'll be right back.
Okay. Grimlash watched Grave. Grimlash not move from position.
You two stay at one.
Yeah. Fingal, problem.
Oi, Nate. Fuck, I'm trying to remember his goddamn voice.
Yeah.
Wait.
Grimlash is wearing a ring that he doesn't remember putting on, and the moment that he takes it off, he forgets what happened. I tried touching it. There's some kind of enchantment or curse on it.
Colin tried touching it, and she doesn't remember touching the ring at all.
He tried to use Identify on it, and didn't remember using it.
Very strange. Let me do something real quick.
You see as he starts to rummage around his office, how he comes over to a bookshelf, looks through some books, throws them on the ground, and then comes over here to this little table full of alchemical stuff, checks that, then comes over to a chest, checks through there, doesn't find anything, checks through another chest, then comes back to another bookshelf off to the side, and he finds a book, and then he brings it over to his table. This shows the history of the Night Watch, or the Graveyard. As you see, he flips through the pages. He flips to more or less the last page and looks at the last entry. This is the night Grimlosh was there for the ritual. And he starts to read off something about was watching the ritual take place. Something happened. No longer watched ritual. Watched grave. Saw something at grave. Forgot about grave. Can't watch grave. It sounds like nonsense in the written version of it. This makes no sense. This makes no sense.
He saw the ritual and the priest did something to him.
It makes no mention of a ring in here. You said he had a ring?
He has a ring. He doesn't remember having it.
You never sold the priestess my ring, did you?
No, he tried to buy scrolls, but I never gave them to him. I never gave him anything.
You will see as he puts the book back onto the shelf and starts making his way out of the shop.
Follow.
Come back here.
Excuse me, young lad.
You will come up to Grimlash, and Grimlash will salute him, of course. Oh, Fingrid! Hold on.
Oh, Fingrid! What's your name?
Oh, what's your name, Fingrid?
Grimlash, hand me your hand real quick.
He'll take Grimlash's hand, and you see as the moment he touches the ring, he's able to pull it off without anything happening. Grimlash's eyes do gloss over as the ring is off of his hand, and Fringrel notices this, but dismisses it for a moment as he studies the ring.
This ring is dangerous. Why does he have this?
You see as he turns it around, turns it over and over in his hands, and then he sets it into his palm. Like, he opens up his palm and sets it in there.
Let's see if this does anything.
He casts Create Flame as he engulfs the ring in flame. You see as what would technically be covering the ring in flame is now a small bubble preventing any of the fire to even touch the ring.
Weird.
And be destroyed.
He then takes the ring out of his palm and puts it on.
You know, Figueroa?
No.
Nothing seems to happen, he says as he takes it off. And
God, I may have an idea. Can you put on my ring? Just to test something out.
Sure. Hey, give me that ring.
He will hand you the ring.
I put on the ring.
Nothing seems to happen to you.
Hanwin, do you remember your name?
Yes, it's Hanwin.
Do you remember the conversation that you had with the Graveskeep?
Yes.
Do you remember putting on the ring?
What ring?
Yes, Hanwin, you do not know that you currently are now wearing a ring for some reason. And you don't know where you got it from.
Huh. That's strange. How'd this get there?
And it fits perfectly on his finger.
I will say,
next, I
if
suppose.
you want, as a free action, you may identify this ring.
Me?
Yes.
You want me to cast or just do it?
We'll just go
Just do
off of what identify will do. You are able to now identify this.
Okay, I'll identify it.
You see that the ring that is now upon your hand seems to be magically protected against fire as well. It has been magically altered to always fit the wearer of said ring. And it's unclear, but you get a sense that this ring alters the memories of those who wear it.
Interesting. This ring definitely has some sort of memory-altering capabilities.
Take it off and set it on the ground. I want to try something.
Here.
The moment you take off the ring, your eyes gloss over as you automatically put it back on.
Hanwin, do you remember putting on a ring?
Ring? No.
Hanwin, can you hand me the ring?
Yeah, sure.
The moment he takes it off, I'm going to grab it from him.
I would say in the instance that you grab it from him, since you succeeded in a saving throw before, you're able to take it from his possession, and he is just like Grimlash. He's now glossed. His eyes are now glossed over, and he stands there motionless.
I want to set this ring on the ground and pull my sword out.
You pull your sword out.
I'm gonna take a step back. I think I know what he's about to do.
I'm going to hit the ring.
Roll for attack. Just roll me like a... Yeah. And then just roll the attack thing. Even with a 13, you are able to successfully hit this ring. Roll for damage.
Okay. My damage on this is, what, 1d8?
Yeah, you can just like click damage and it'll roll for you.
Oh, right. There we go. Normal.
Oh, shit. Let's not apply that to Fringril. Yes. The ring snaps in half, and as it snaps in half, you hear a horrid screaming coming from this ring, as you see 3 spirits seem to leave it. And Grimlash and Hanwin, you are now back to normal.
Oh, what happened to me?
And you remember everything.
Oh, that damn ring.
And in the moment that
Grimlash.
Grimlash remembers,
Oh, wait a minute.
in the moment that Grimlash remembers, you see as he drops his axe and starts screaming incoherently.
Fingal, do something.
Fingal.
Fringril then casts sleep upon Grimlash.
What? He just launches the motherfucker?
No, sleep. Like he goes to sleep.
Okay.
Sleep.
Okay.
Wait, I don't
Oh
think
fuck.
that's exactly how that spell would work, but
Well, he does. I guess you could say instead of casting sleep, what happens is he hits his staff. He hits his staff on the back of Grimlash's head, much stronger than you would think an old orc could, and knocks him out.
Sleep the barbarian way.
analog sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cast sleep.
You don't know magic? I cast sleep.
Sleep. At the signs of fucking craziness, I'll not walk through a wall. I'll enter.
Anyway, Finger, what was all that about? Why did he just start screaming?
I don't know. I think he remembers too much of what happened. Now I think he knows something he's not meant to know.
The 3 souls that came out of the ring. 3 missing burial sites. 3 missing bodies.
That is my thoughts exactly. That would make sense for him to.
Did anything with those souls register to me as a paladin of death?
Yeah, same.
Both of you would have noticed. I mean, to the others that aren't of a paladin of death, they would have just been 3 regular-looking spirits. But to you two, you would have noticed the finer details that these did look like 3 Dragonborn. And one
They
of
look
those
like Dragonborn?
one of the Dragonborn spirits seemed to stop for a moment, look at you, and then go in a different direction than the other two.
Which way did it go?
They went down.
Hold on, which way?
The one that looked at you went down through the open grave.
To the open grave?
Yes.
Oh, there's something. Oh, right.
I want to. Yeah, the underground.
This is the graveyard. This is the graveyard underground. Okay, so that's why.
Fingal, I think the underground graveyard's through here.
Through here.
You will notice after you have come, I would say after that, you will see Frengrill will take Grimlash as they will exit and they will return. He will say to you as he's leaving back to his shop, "Figure out what happened," and he will leave.
We all know what we have to do. I don't think the priest left.
Is he still here in this place?
He might be in. He might be.
I'm gonna step into the grave.
I'm jumping in, bro. I'm just jumping.
No. What are you guys doing?
We're going in, bud.
Does the grave lead?
Oh,
Okay.
that grave was no grave at all.
Do we see anything upon entering?
I would like all of you guys. I would like all of you guys to make a perception check, please. Do all of you guys have dark vision? Actually, that's a good question.
No,
I
don't
have
dark vision.
No, right. Goliaths don't have fuckers.
All right, so Mason, you will be. So for everyone that has dark vision, roll normally. For you, yeah, you are rolling at disadvantage.
Can I get a dark vision homie to give me help?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're a tabaxi, so you have sight. You have dark vision, don't you?
Yeah, but I want advantage.
I'm very perceptive.
I would. No, you would not be able to.
Okay, no, we're chilling. We're chilling. 20.
Okay, so Roger just knows this is a normal fucking cave. Same as Thevo. They both see the cave, and they're like Thevo sees a bit farther than Roger does. But Roger is like,
can't see shit.
yeah, Roger, actually, speaking of vision, I do need to actually update your little vision thingy. We will be doing light perception.
I don't see shit. I need a torch.
Pull out a torch or some.
My eyes are the
I don't
torch.
have a torch.
Did you grab a candle from up there?
No, I didn't.
I would say.
Hold it for the
Sort
best.
of light spell. Artificer, do you maybe have a
So,
have a light spell that you,
I would
that
say-
you may share with me?
I would say this is what. Okay, so I will do the two with the least amount first. So Thevo and Roger, you both see torches along the walls, and you see a campfire, but that is further in. But that is all you see.
I do have light cantrip. Can I cast that?
Don't.
In a moment, if you wish, after what I say. Hanwin and Ermir, you guys see something beyond the campfire. You guys see undead beyond the campfire.
Oh no.
They do not seem to have noticed your presence yet.
I
they
say we bring
hostile?
Frengrill here.
Brennan,
Are we able to
notice
climb
my
out?
presence even though I fucking jumped down?
I would say that you guys, when you went down the grave, like when you were at the grave site, you would have noticed that with the open grave, when you stepped into it, you seem to have touched very soft dirt. As in, if you misstep once, you would fall through. And when Roger jumped down, that's what I was about to get to. When Roger jumped down, he broke the slight packed earth that was keeping it hidden and fell to the ground. Inside the cave. I would
Can I make
say
an acrobatics check then, or no?
no. You take no
Can I
damage. You just
climb
fall
up?
down. You don't take any damage. You just fall down. It's only like 5
Okay.
feet. It is like 5 feet deep into. Okay, I would have to say from the top above you guys is an open hole that is 5 to 10 feet high. Thankfully, you guys took no damage because he is 10 feet, so he just landed on his feet. He's just like, all right.
Oh, okay.
But yes, if you
I want
wish,
to climb out of the grave.
if you guys wish to climb out of the grave, you may.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Should probably prepare ourselves.
The
I think-
moment that
yeah,
I
I
get out
think
of the
we
grave,
gotta-
I'm sprinting over.
You guys
For
like
the
the
load.
teleportation stuff?
Yeah, that's good.
This is cool.
I can't move like if Roger's over me. It sucks.
Yeah.
The fucking wash the keys.
I'm sprinting over and
The doors are
bursting
closed.
through the door. Fringrel! Massive amount of undead. Giant amount of undead. Too many undead.
You guys are speaking
Giant
so
amount of undead.
you guys are speaking so fast to him that he does not have enough time to register what you're saying.
What's happening? We need to go kill these guys.
You
Get
do not,
everyone.
Jesus. He does not have enough like time, you would see, to like answer your guys' questions and deal with a very struggling Grimlash. You can see as like he has woken up from like being unconscious and he is currently thrashing about uncontrollably.
Shit.
Oh,
can
then
we
hold on. Yeah,
down?
hold him down. Hold him down.
Alright, I'm gonna notice that. Hold
I'll hold his head down. I'll hold his head down.
I would say that as you are holding him down and he is thrashing, you can see that there are tears of red flowing down his face. As Fringril will put his hand atop his head, and he will cast Calm Motions. I will not put that thing on there because I actually... Does he even have Calm Emotions? I think I gave him Calm Emotions. Because that's what I believed he was able to do. Where are your spells? Oh. He's a dumb bitch. He does not know a lot of spells.
Is he getting hurt from this?
You will find out in a moment once I am actually able to find the spell Calm Emotions.
Because I might lay on hands.
Oh, that's true. We can't just do both. We can both do lay on hands and like
Paladin, baby.
calm
Devo, get
him
in here.
down.
Yeah, hold his legs down. Hold his legs.
I can bless him.
Devo is currently if you look at his character thing, the little fur shoulder wrap, he's taking that off and he's trying to wipe the blood tears off. Because he doesn't know what's happening, but he's crying, and crying's not good.
Crying bad.
I think we have to cure. I think me and Owen should cure wounds.
That's with tears, baby girl.
Cure wounds.
Or I have calm emotions.
Yeah, well, you do?
Yeah, I do.
I was gonna say it's not a paladin.
What is this?
But I don't know.
Shall I calm his emotions for you?
One moment as I figure it out. Cause I don't think I created a fucking stat block for Grimlosh. Fuck. I don't think I actually created a stat block. Fuck, I thought I did. We will do this. Come over here. Create that. Do that. Create. Where is it? Is it this? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, fuck. This is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. Anyway, he does cast Calm Emotions. I'll just put that there because apparently I did not make a stat block for fucking Grimlash. I'll have to at some point afterwards. But you see that he does end up calming down, and the red streams that you realize, Thivo, as you're wiping them away with your fur coat, do seem to be blood. He does calm down, and he looks at all of you. Grimlash. So very scary thing. Many dead. Many walk in open grave. Scary. As he will then pass out from everything.
No. Umar, can you maybe cure wounds to see if his tear ducts are natural at all?
I can lay on hands.
I would say because
I'm not
I would say this, you do not have to expend something because I didn't make a fucking stat block, so it won't technically affect him. But you do not see the need to do any lay on hands or anything like that. He seems to be physically fine. It's just that he is emotionally spent.
I'll turn to Fringle and just say, everything he said is true. We checked the grave. The underground labyrinth or catacomb or whatever it is full of undead.
This is...
Bring everyone
See that far?
This is very unprecedented. This is not good. This is really not good.
I'm starting to reconsider whether that priest may be able to find the hidden grave in the west.
No, he will not be able to find it. No matter how hard he tries. Even with an army of spellcasters, they cannot. My magics is that...
What we saw down there, it's looking more and more likely.
My magics are much more... If he is indeed from the cult of lies, his god is Jarius. That would mean... Oh, that would mean so many things. That would make such... That would... Oh, dear God. You see as he, he says the name Jarius, but then he corrects himself. No, not Jarius. Jarius, no. Jarani.
Hey, make another religion check.
Yes, I would like all of you to make a religion check.
All right.
All right, don't let me down, religion.
Roger, you were on a 17 and tilted to a 3. I saw that with the physical dice.
Oh, we're ass, dude. Oh, we're fucked.
Oh,
Because of the -5. I would say, Hanwin and Roger, neither one of you, it doesn't enter your mind who Jeremy is. You guys do not know of which god's name is Jeremy. However, Ermir and Thivo, you do. Especially you, Ermir. Because since you are a paladin of Arius, you would know very well Jeremy. Jeremy is the god of lost tricks and trinkets. His domain is that of trickery. He was a god who was born into Nitra, like Akaros. And it is only natural that he would not have a lot of followers and stuff like that, and would have been forgotten by mortals. He also resides, as you know, from current tellings from the gods of rebirth, that he is currently residing with Durithis. He is within her temple, as he is weak, since he got into a fight with some of the gods of the Chaos Realm. He also aids the other gods with their followers. But you know that he only has one cult of the very few people that do follow him. It is called the Cult of Lies.
Right, which I know of.
Yes. Thivo and Ermir are the ones that know of this, but they can share that information with you all.
Okay.
Which we will.
Yes.
People will kind of, in a moment of clarity, kind of look at Fangro. Lies. Holtz. And he hits the thinker pose.
It's a thinker pose on top of. He puts his foot on Gramlash's head.
Yes, he is much weaker than my god Carius, who is the god of illusions. They are one and the same, but vastly different. Carius did not come from this land. He came from where the other gods came from. He is much stronger. Yes, he came from the realms of chaos.
I wish to go down there and start fighting. The dead should, those that have been dead for so long should stay dead. Their soul deserves to rest in peace.
What exactly did you see down there?
I couldn't see anything
of undead.
I would say that for, I believe, who was it? I know it was Ermir. Was it Ermir and Thivo? Was it you two?
It was Ermir
and Hanwen.
Hanwen.
Yeah,
it was me and Hanwen.
Ermir and Hanwen. I would say for you two, you relayed the information to Friend Grill that there was 5 undead Dragonborn. There was another Dragonborn that seemed more advanced than the other 5. He held a double-headed axe. Like, you are now learning of this information because they saw this and did not relay it at first because they were shocked, and then that is when you guys left. But they are now relaying it all to you now. So you guys would know that there are 5 Dragonborn creatures. As well as another one that seems a bit taller and more skilled in a way. It seems to have been a warrior. And there was also a giant Dragonborn. It seems abnormally tall and abnormally large, as if he is the combination of either multiple Dragonborn skeletons or of a Dragonborn and a giant skeleton combined.
These should not be allowed to exist.
Either way, I think we should enlist the help from the guy outside who's in the square.
Get those who are able to fight and come.
Well, I would say that I can fight, but we must have at least one of the twin brothers guard the town in case of emergencies. I know...
But get those who can fight.
I know the merchants, the baker and the butcher will not be able to fight. They do not know how to fight. The alchemist does not fight. The tinkerer with his bombs and stuff, he does not fight. He only makes things. You could get something from him.
Blacksmith?
Blacksmith, he used...
We need them to provide any help they can get.
The blacksmith used to fight. He is far too old to fight. He is more of a worker of metal now. He lost his ability to fight with his wounds. If you look closely at him, you will notice that he will have a large scar going across his chest. Deep, deep scar.
If that's the case, then do you by chance have any weapons in here that I may borrow for this voyage? Swords, preferably. I shall give them back.
Not swords, but
I
can give this one, and he points to Hanwen. I can give this one a scroll. And you will receive a scroll now of Fireball.
Okay.
Oh, we're leading with that. We're leading with that. I don't care how small the room is. I cast Fireball.
Okay, but what about Thunder Spell? I cast Thunder Spell.
I cast Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt!
One
Lightning bolt!
fireball and a
Fireball!
catapult,
Fireball!
all we need,
Fireball!
baby.
What?
One fireball and one catapult's all we need.
All right, we gotta go to the. I gotta go to the weapons merchant and be like, me must borrow sword for a little bit. Town
Yeah,
needs a ship.
I'm gonna sprint over to all the places I can find and say, hey, there's a I'll explain the situation to them and just like, what can you help with?
Yeah,
Okay.
same. I'm gonna have to tell. Like, I'm gonna walk in and they're just like, yo, these two.
Hanwin, you now have as Hanwin, you now have a scroll of fireball. I would
Yeah.
say, Ermir, I'm gonna just fast by these like interactions, a few of these interactions. I would say, like I said with Frungrill, the merchants, such as Dran and Drin, they will not be able to fight. Dran does have some weapons that can help,
So long
but
as they can provide me with something to fight with.
that is something. You will not need to be talking to the baker or the butcher. They will not provide you with anything. I will say, Ermir, the alchemist, will provide you with another 4 bottles of healing potions.
Wonderful.
So you will now have 4 things of healing potions, as I will have to now create that item.
Well, I guess that's true. He has a separate healing potion.
Yes.
You have a greater healing potion and then just normalized healing potions.
So I will say currently, Ermir, you will hold on to 4 of these. So you can either distribute them to them in a moment, or I can already distribute them to them currently and say that you guys did that.
One.
Okay, so I will give you a potion of healing, and then I will go through the other 3 and give them a potion of healing. If I can find it, there it is. Okay.
I wanted to say, I didn't want to interrupt the scene, but while they were having the talk with Bergen, or whatever, another moment of clarity, Sibo would have ran out and would have tried to cover up the hole with, like, his sleeping bag or whatever, so they don't notice the light coming in.
Smart.
I would say that with that, you do successfully cover up the hole with the sleeping bag. Alright. I would believe that would be your interaction, Ermir, with the alchemist, because he can only provide you with 4 potions of healing, and that is it.
Low key, just need a greatsword. Or a longsword or something, because my swords are still the blacksmith.
We'll go at the town square. Help us.
I can give you my longsword and just cast spells.
Well, he deals with double things, but since he's already down here,
yeah,
I would say with that, you'll have your longswords in your inventory, but just know that okay, yeah, not equipped, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, they're not equipped. Yeah, I did.
So when you are talking to Tran for weaponry, what would you like? He does have a selection for you of a short sword. You have short sword, spears, warhammers, short bow. You can get a shield. You can get a long sword again. You can get a javelin, a hand axe, a great sword, or a great axe.
Lucky. I can't just, instead of just changing my equipment, I can't just get 2 long swords, and they're actual long swords this time. So
yeah, you can do that if you wish. Okay.
2 long swords.
All right. He hands you 2 temporary long swords and he tells you that even if they break, that is fine. He is loaning them to you because you have told him of this cause, and he has decided to provide what he can. As for Drin, Drin can only provide you foods and like alchemical stuff.
Are they magical foods?
No, they're just rations
wait.
and alchemical stuff. That is it.
Alchemical stuff? What alchemical stuff does he have?
So, for instance, alchemical stuffs like gunpowder and things that you can make for potions and fucking artificer shit.
We do have an artificer It might just be
Basically,
smart
he gives you rations and material components for spells and other things like that. But since you guys don't technically need material components for certain spells, you're kind of fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we dip then.
All right. I would say Ermir and Hanwin, as you are talking to Tinker, you also get his name. His name is Goldrick. I should also say, Ermir, since you were talking to the alchemist, you can also share this with everybody. The alchemist's name is Grenir. Grin, like Gren, and then ear. It's like Gren and ear combined.
I will do that.
With Goldrick, it is capital Guldrick. Goldrick.
Okay, it's good to put these guys' names down. Someone's
Yes.
like, hey, you!
Yes. Fuck. I'm not entirely sure as to what the guy can give you. I can search up bombs.
There are bombs in D&D.
Yeah, I know. He can give Hanwin 1 bomb.
Mm.
It is the bomb that he was working on when you walked in. He seems to have made the bomb work somehow. He seems to have gotten it to finally work. Yeah, he ironed out the kinks of this now bomb. You now have a bomb in your inventory.
I have a lot of explosive devices.
You have a lot of explosive devices, yes.
The gunpowder. Overstuff the bomb with gunpowder. Nothing possibly could go wrong.
What? Yeah, I will say that this bomb seems bigger than a normal bomb. So, I need to look at what this bomb's damage is. So this bomb does 3d6 fire damage.
Okay.
But now, since he has given you a slightly bigger bomb, this bomb now does 5d6 fire damage.
All right.
The smithereens.
It's like
What's
a
the radius of effect?
fireball and then freaking
The radius of
bomb
effect is 60 feet.
blow up.
Fucking shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
60-foot
no. You can throw it 60 feet away, but it is a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
Sorry. 5-foot
Okay,
radius, but you can throw it 60 feet. This man was about to be like, I've given him a nuke. A mini nuke. We're playing Fallout secretly. I'm sorry. You're gonna be fighting a death claw in a minute. But yes.
Guards help at all or no?
No. Friend Grill told you that one of the guard twins must be here to protect the town in case of anything. Because yes, the shop owners and stuff like that can fight, but they kind of can't at the same time. Like, they can protect themselves, is what he said. They can protect themselves, but they can't really, like, in an actual fight, they will not be able to do too much.
Right.
Like, they are quite old. Like, they have gotten up in age. Like, the only one that can technically, like, go into an actual fight would be Goldrick, but he is currently in the process of handling dangerous explosives, so he cannot leave them unattended.
He's working on that nuke.
Exactly. He's working on that 60-foot radius.
We're gonna drop down and go. And they start fucking throwing bombs at them.
Yes. I would say, what do you guys want to do next?
Oh, I think we should just get in there, roll initiative, and then call the session.
Andy surprises them with fireball.
That depends on if you roll. I mean,
fireball and then roll initiative.
Actually, Andy, you could give either one of us, like, you could give someone else the bombs. That way we all, like, do something. Like, one of us chucks the bomb, you do the fireball.
I'll check a javelin, I guess.
A shit ton of damage at once.
Oh, you mean like...
We all prep something to do, and we all throw it immediately to surprise them.
Oh, Oh, so if I give you the bomb or something, you throw it at the same time I throw like fireball or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do fireball. One of us throw a bomb. I'll throw a javelin, and I don't know what the barbarian will do.
Can I give the bomb to
Oh my god.
give the bomb to Ermir?
Yes, I can move that bomb over to his inventory now.
Okay. This is gonna be one hell of an explosive like surprise.
Okay, so
I
from
was going to
here,
say, if anyone didn't have a full thing of weapons, I have extra.
5-foot radius.
It's a 5-foot radius, yes, but you can throw it within 60 feet.
Okay, so if I do that, I can hit 3 of them. Actually, wait, hold on. Scratch that.
How far can I throw a javelin? I forget.
I think 120 feet.
With disadvantage.
Question, DM.
30 feet to 120.
This 5-foot square circle that I made, would this hit all 4 of them?
You can go between 30 to 120 feet with a javelin. But since you are rolling at disadvantage because it is dark, then that what?
I have a 5-foot circle. Is that going to hit all 4 of them?
I would believe so. I'm going to clear the chat log real quick because that is a lot of shit.
How do I clear the circles I just made?
Here.
I got you.
Okay.
I gotta go to there.
Yes, so I will say, once you get close, like in between these two sections here, you will start to need to make a stealth check. You will also notice,
Okay,
I will say, hold on, before you begin, go back to where you were before. Probably move a little bit to, okay, where the fuck is Mason currently?
No, I'm at the grave. Am I supposed to go in?
Jump in, bud.
Yes, if you want to join them, then yes.
Oh, my fault. I thought we were making this plan before he jumped in. Can I get teleported to the? There we go.
Yes.
You're there.
So I will say, everyone who has dark vision, please give me a perception check again.
Okay.
I can light. I
Really
can
big.
light
Can-
the way. Light
Can
myself
me and
up.
Andy help each other for this?
Everybody that has dark vision, you guys can help each other, so all of you roll at advantage.
Yay!
Thivo, I guess if you want, you can re-roll that, given the fact that it's meant to be at advantage.
I'm very perceptive.
All right, well, I'll take that.
I was not.
So even with a 7, because they're helping you, notice that off to here is another way down this way. There seems to be a curve in the area that seems to go off into a different direction.
Hey, what do you want to do?
Okay.
What do you want to do for dinner?
I don't know.
Mom wants to do noodles.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I suppose we should go that way. Would crossing over through here?
What did I look like?
No. Like I
That-
said, the moment that you go in between this section here, that is when you would have to make a strength stealth check. Yes. These two rocks right here.
Okay.
Because that would be within
Then
their
I-
range. Actually, no, it would be right here. That would be where you would want to
Why don't
make
you
a
just,
stealth
like-
check.
There.
Yeah.
Slowly follow behind these guys.
I would like, either way, I would still like you guys to make me a stealth check to see if you can pass by there without making up too much noise.
I might fucking fail
how
this,
do you
but be
do
real.
that?
Come on, you got to be a Viking at this. Let's go.
Oh, stealth. I see. Okay. Please don't do me dirty.
I think I got a 9. Oh, I got a 12.
No.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Okay, so
I took the spell.
I will say Hanwen, because you did not make the check that was needed. I will say that as you are walking, you kind of like accidentally slip and fall, making a lot of noise. But after waiting a few moments, nothing happens.
Okay. I thought I just accidentally just.
No, I would say that the nat 20 does indeed cover him a little bit. Like you're able to kind of like stop him. Like I'll have you move a little closer. You'll be able to react in time to grab him by the collar of his neck, like the back of his neck, and like stop him from
Squid
all of his tools hitting the ground too much.
Squid Game.
Yes,
It's not like metal pipe noise.
exactly. Except if that metal pipe noise was cut in half. So you may now continue on. So you guys are able to walk here, and like be able to kind of continue on through this little section. And now, I would say, as you go here, you will see someone.
I can't see yet.
Oh, who are you?
You will see a dwarf who seems to be unconscious and sleeping currently, but also seems to be in chains against the wall.
Okay. Let's wake him up.
What?
Can we end this session here? I do gotta go to work in 30 minutes.
Yes, we can end the session with you guys starting to wake up Grumly.
Okay.
So I will
Cool.
Wake him up. So he's no longer sleeping, but he is like sitting there prone with still like chained up.
We'll free him next time.
Yes, we will free him next time.
And he's got thieves' tools.
We caught someone in the first session.